What is up? We are live. We're here with Steve. How we doing?
Doing good, doing good.
I gotta cut the end of that off. It's weird. The timer like goes back to 2 minutes. I
Oh,
just noticed that, but I'll fix that later. We got Peppertoni here. We got Mike Rob weirded out by the hair it gave you, but it's all good. Uh, I said, don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's go. I I think the intro looks pretty good. I don't know about what you thought, but uh,
no, I love the graphics that you're creating. They're awesome.
I'm actually going through all the NFL teams right now and making my own logos for them. Some of them
That's
are
incredible.
pretty sick. Like some of them pretty good. Not sure how to feel about you yelling at Steve in the thumbnail. Well, don't worry. I yelled at Hartman the other day, but Steve's taking it better than Hartman did. So we got JT here. We got Gabe Tight. Hit the like button, absolutely. So today we're gonna start by discussing this like middle range of receivers. I feel like round 7 to 10 is a very important range for everything. Like to get, it's the last of the like after Rashad White, doesn't RB just feel kind of gross, you
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
And,
once
and
you
like and same with receivers. Like I mean, I think a couple of the receivers after this group because I stopped at Concepcion. I feel like that's because it says round 10, and Higgins and Coker go like the round after, but they feel
mhm,
fine, right? Like there is a big drop off at all positions around the same time this year, other than tight end, and that's why late tight
yeah,
end is
interesting.
pretty strong. That's where tight end feels strong is right when all the other positions drop off.
Well, and I I do think that like needing to take either quarterback, like your second quarterback, ideally, or your tight end in the 120s feels pretty good because it doesn't feel a great range for running back or receiver. So I like to build when I'm utilizing those picks in that range, like essentially 115 to 130 at quarterback and tight end because those are starters. We can't
Yeah,
necessarily say the same thing with these other positions.
yeah, and like so the top of this is like all guys like Lemon, presumed starter, Metcalf definite starter, Pierce. We have questions on Johnson most likely a starter, Sutton a starter, like Jaden Reed maybe a starter, maybe not. Like he's not going to be a like they've already said he's probably not playing a three wide receiver sets, right? Like then we got Addison, more target competition. Godwin, like, is he actually healthy again? Downs, are they going to let him run on the outside? They currently said he will. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
Michael Wilson, Xavier Worthy, been underperformed forever. Jacoby Myers, like they have 42 targets over there with like Ricky Pearsall also been underwhelming. Pittman, new team, all like there's so many things about all of these players, and like I think that this is a pretty important decision point because this is also where you're giving up like those good quarterbacks too
Yeah,
between
this is
all of
where
this range.
the
So
top 10 quarterbacks, the last and also the last like group of tight ends who can be like a top three tight end,
yeah,
whether it's like Kraft or Laporta.
even
Um,
down to Fannin, like I know we both like think he should be way lower, but like
yeah.
I think he could be a top three. Like there is a world where he finishes top three, right? Like it's hard to say that about Kelsey, Andrews,
I
Goddard,
mean,
you know.
I actually would say Kelsey. I mean, he was third last year, and Mahomes,
True.
stopped throwing the ball.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. He did nothing in the last 4 games.
yeah, he had no touchdowns without Mahomes, and that touchdowns are king. So,
Yeah.
uh, I I think tight end's a little different, but my point is like some of these ones that we feel a little better. I just did a draft and I took Kraft, and maybe you only say Kraft is a 10% of finishing tight end one, but he has that percentage.
Right.
Kelsey's like 1%, 2%, and pretty much after Kelsey, it's zero. Like those guys are zero. So
Yeah. And like this this range ends with like where the last two presumed like really high upside starters at quarterback are, which is Baker and Chuck are like the last two high upside swings on
mhm.
the board. Like after that, like I mean, you could argue like Dimes and Stroud and all them, but like They don't feel the same, right? Like
Yeah,
they don't feel the same.
they don't have a lot of top 10 equity.
Yeah, exactly. Like if Stroud cooks, he's going to be around 10th. Like he's not going to be top 5, right?
Yeah, like I just started my show and I talked about the different quarterbacks bracket, and I said like the last quarterback bracket, essentially Willis to Rogers, 130 to Rogers. Rogers, he's the best value, but that's because he goes the latest. Like I don't
Yeah.
expect Rogers to finish as quarterback 10, but he be quarterback 15 and going as quarterback 28. That's tremendous value.
But yeah, like Concepcion here goes right before those two,
Yeah.
and this group goes before those guys. And like these are the guys that like if you got 2 of them before Shuck, you feel pretty solid about if you want like you don't have to force a third in those builds. Like it's probably still smart to get one, but you don't have to force it, right?
Yeah.
If you have like Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield. Like, is it exactly what you want? No, but do you have to push a third up 2 rounds to make sure you get one? Probably not, right?
Yeah.
So, like, there's a lot to, and then we look at running back mixed in with these same guys, and you have some high upside guys and some kind of floor guys here. Like you got Harvey, you got Dowdle, who we both really like. Manungai and Corum are insane contingent values.
Mm-hmm.
Dobbins is probably the lead back to start. Gainwell, Brooks, like White, all just big upsides. And then Aaron Jones. And then we're down to like kind of the grocer clicks. Like I take some Mason and I take some Tracy, and I like those picks. And I used to like the C-Rod click a little more. I've been taking some C-Rod when he falls, but he's not in this range anymore. So like the reason I'm showing that is like, and it's just what you're giving up for the position when you're drafting the position does matter, right?
Yeah.
And we got, and as you were talking about, you got Laporta, you got Tucker Kraft, we got Fannin, Pitts, Kittle, Kelsey's kind of like he's basically in that range, right?
At the point
so
of the range,
yeah. So like as you were saying, like, and none of these players, like, do we really think any of this group who might finish top 12 at wide receiver, right? Like, is there any name that like I mean, I'm big on Godwin. Like, maybe if he returns to form from 2 years ago after a major injury, like maybe, like.
So I do think top 12 is probably pushing it, though. If there is one, I would probably push to what you had on the thumbnail, and that's Cortland Sutton, because you need a guy. You need a guy who could stack touchdowns, and he does have that ability.
Yeah, he does. We just think that offense is going to kind of go in a different way. I will say Sutton's been falling in price a little, and I don't mind him as much like down here.
Yeah.
Like whenever I've been big on Pollard. Now Pollard is never around when Sutton's there. So it's a different pick. So that's a big deal too.
Because I'd have to double check. Sorry, go ahead.
The other thing about the Sutton price, he's falling, and so is Nix. And like, in my opinion, Nix is incredible value right now. So I think he's one of those, like we did the tiers yesterday. I have him in the hard to pass range. He's going at 110 now. Like on DraftKings, you can reliably get him at 115. Like it's wild. Like quarterbacks go crazy over there, but Knicks, they just don't want. So I'm building.
I don't know if it's still the Q tag on him or what, but Knicks is falling is insane.
Yeah, and well, I mean, I actually got Jaden Daniels in the 7th, 3 out of 4 drafts today over there. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to stay over there for a bit if that's happening. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. We'll kind of separate it out by round. And round 7, Lemon, Metcalf, Pierce, Johnston, Sutton. Which of these do you like in the round? Which of these do you think you could take up around the back end around 6? Which do you think need to be down around? I was pretty out on Mekhi Lemon, and I'm kind of coming around to like I still don't like the offense, but the coach speaks coming in is pretty bullish on him. Like I do think they're going to use him on the outside a lot, which is a big deal. Like he did show in college he's okay at it. You know, he was actually better at it than most of the prospects. If you look at the numbers, um, when he got a chance to go out there, he just didn't go out there all the time. So I'm kind of in on it. I liked him as a prospect. I really don't like the landing spot. I know you like the landing spot a lot more than I do.
I mean, I like the landing spot just because he's a clear number 2 receiver. I don't like his ADP price because touchdowns matter. And, he gets compared to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Amon-Ra St. Brown for a primary slot, even if you could give the exact same usage to any other receiver that Amon-Ra gets, are they going to get the touchdowns? Because Amon-Ra's touchdowns, he's such a good red zone weapon. He's as good of a red zone receiver as Cortland Sutton, and he's 8 inches shorter.
I mean, that it's kind of the difference between, and this is a weird conversation to get into, but like Mike Rob will probably hate it, but kind of the difference between Zay Flowers and Amon, right?
Yeah.
Like Zay does do the outside stuff more than Amon, but it's not that Amon can't. But like that's the difference in those two players is that for whatever, and I think that's more of a scheme from previous years. I do think that this year Doyle might just get.
I wonder how Doyle will do with Zay, but it is the concern. Like Zay has one of the lowest red zone target shares of any receiver taken in top 50. Might be the lowest, and Amon-Ra is just so good at it. Like dude stacks 10 touchdown seasons, which very few wide receivers can do.
Yeah.
So Lemon to me is tough to be at the top end of this range when we have receivers with better touchdown profiles. DK Metcalf, Alec Pierce, QJ, and Sutton all are likely to outscore him, get more touchdowns than Lemon. And so
Jaden Reed being the same, like the smaller guy, he's shown that he's good in the red zone too.
Exactly. Like he goes around
draw.
later.
Yeah. So I get it, and Godwin as well. So like I totally get it. The Lemon hype is pretty big. I don't take him a whole lot on underdog. Over on DraftKings. His ADP is like 84. Yeah. It was like last year with Luther Burden, I had like 3% on underdog, and I had like 27% over on DraftKings because his ADP was like 2 full rounds later. So I like, okay, I'm just going to play it that way. And I didn't work out either way, but I think it was the smart way to play it. So
yeah, I mean, almost did if you pushed a team through because he was the week 17 guy.
Yeah, like the theory was there. So DK Metcalf, I have a very hard time getting in on it. I understand he's a okay pick, but I mean, Alec Pierce is only falling because of his injury. Like he was a solid 6th-round pick. So like, let's stack up these guys. Like what order between Sutton, QJ, Pierce, Metcalf, Lemon? What is your actual order?
So, Pierce, it's all injury. Like if there's no injury concern, he's the top guy here.
Right. Yeah.
For me, then I would take Metcalf next. And then Sutton. Yeah. I'm probably, truly, I feel like there's a little bit of a gap because I can make the case for Jaden Reed or Chris Godwin above Mekhi Lemon. But, if you stack it that way, you're just never going to get Lemon.
Yeah.
QJ is another one that scares me. I think he's moving up a little too much based on one or two coaching nuggets. And let's get to camp and let's see how him and Trey Harris battle it out is kind of where I want to see it. I don't want to have 0 of them, but I also don't want to be overweight.
Man, the market is so in on every single thing McDaniel says right now. It is absolutely wild. Like anything that's said, they're like, oh, this player's going to the moon. Like we have 2 coaches who historically just talk up every player on their team. Like they all can't have 1,000 yards. Like that's just not going to happen. The only player we haven't heard a bunch of coach speak on is Vidal, but he's the only one with the receiving pass blocking profile at the moment of the group. So
yeah,
but that's a different position. So in my opinion, every single one of these is in the wrong round. They should all be in round 8. I don't like any of these prices. Like, and if I'm going to take a swing on any of these, I think if you want the safest player, it is like the top 2 are the safest players. So I understand why you have them up there. They are the safest players. I don't like them at all in this range. Like I'm just pulling up Tucker Kraft. I'm taking a quarterback. I'm looking for an RB that's left. Like I'm doing anything else in this range. And if these guys fall to like the back end of the round, I'm kind of looking at him. But Metcalf, for whatever reason, never falls.
Yeah.
He never goes early and he never falls. He just kind of goes right at ADP every draft that I notice. Sutton, like I do take him some because of the Bo Nix new price. Because originally he was kind of going where he is. He was going in the middle of the board. And Nix was like locked in to the left side. Now Bo Nix is locked into the right side, and Sutton's fallen to like align with him. So like I think he is a better click now. I still don't love it. I still think into the season we're going to have a rotation out there other than Waddle. I've gotten to where I'm very bullish on Waddle. I'm kind of moving Waddle up to like 42, like sometimes so I can align him with Nix. So my heart says Reed over all of them. That's exactly where I'm at. I drafted that way for a bit. I did. I definitely drafted that way for a little bit. Like Godwin and Reed just over all of them.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I
I'm
have
definitely Godwin and Reed next.
Yeah. So the QJ price though, man, like I pulled him up to the 6-7 turn earlier today because I had Rice and I wanted to do the Herbert Rice stack with QJ because I have so little QJ. I just want to make sure it's in my portfolio, right?
I know.
Because I have a lot of Rice. The only way to do it right now is to just take them above ADP because there's so many slappies out there for QJ. And I don't necessarily think QJ is a horrible price, but I like the other positions more in round 7. Like I think the value you give up for taking these receivers is too much unless we get positive news on Pierce. Like I think Pierce is easily worth a 6th round pick if we find out he's good. But it kind of sounds like he's not. And let's say he misses 4 games. Like where do you move him? Because I'm kind of assuming he misses 3 to 4 games to start the season now.
Yeah. Boy, if he misses 4 games, I would have to move him down because now it depends on your build. Because there would be a build where you could still take him first in this range if you're set well enough all around.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I cannot justify him over these other receivers, and by the time we know that, then we'll probably know, Quentin Johnston's like outlook as well.
Kind of what I've been doing is if I get Tyler Warren and he like wraps back around, I'll double sack him sometimes, not all the time. It's like I'll just build this out every once in a while. I'm not, and by that point you probably haven't taken a Brown, so like it's pretty safe on that. So, but no, I've actually, and with those reasons, that's why I've gotten to where I don't want zero lemon. I don't like the Eagles' playoff schedule, but I do think Lemon could do okay throughout the season.
I think the other reason, one reason I'm wary about Lemon, not just his touchdown profile, but I feel like he more than any other receiver on this list, and QJ to an extent, but he's pulled up because of his quarterback, because you can easily do that double tap of Hurts and Lemon. Yeah. And so I feel like that's preventing him from, maybe falling to the mid 80s, which would be a much better range for him.
Which that's where he goes on DK, and DK is full PPR.
Exactly, like that's where I want
value. Yeah. So I'm kind of with you there. I think it should be higher. Like I think but I do want shares of him with Mike Evans as well. So. Like that's kind of why I think he's tethered over there more than, and you get the Hurts pull up thing as well. So, all right, on to the next group. We got Jaden Reed, Addison, Godwin, Downs, Wilson, and I don't I don't know if Worthy's fully came into this round, but it feels like he's definitely on the way.
Yeah.
Like I miss being able to take Mahomes and like just get Worthy the next round, like from the front of the board. Like you're sitting in the 4 hole, you have Puka, you don't really feel like taking Stafford, you take Mahomes, and then you wrap back around and you just take Worthy, and then you're good. You have your Hampton team or whatever stacked, like, or your lad team stacked up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like for me, it's Reed and Godwin. Then I think Downs, Downs I think gets even more of a bump. Not only are they talking about playing him more outside, but if Pierce does miss time, Downs becomes a beneficiary
Right.
there. And
I mean, from rumors of it, the rumors are that Keenan Allen is going to sign there, which means that Pierce is probably hurt, like enough that they think he's going to miss time. Which,
yeah, I mean, we'll see that. And this is the interesting thing with some of these free agent receivers still out there. None of who we're truly talking about, but Diggs, Debo, and even Keenan Allen, I think all make things a little messy. Because in some of these situations, we're just projecting, Kansas City being one. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to sign one, but what happens if they decide we're going to sign Diggs? What does that mean for Worthy? It's not good.
I mean, there's the only team that's not really true for is the Commanders, other than Antonio Williams, right? And Antonio Williams is kind of like, I take him because I have bags of Jaden, but I don't love it. Like it feels rich.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. And speaking of these free agent wide receivers, we just saw this. Like Jordan Addison, I'm surprised his price hasn't gone down. Jawan Jennings is not a zero. Like he's pretty solid dude.
So
who also knows the offensive system.
So we'll just kind of go over news items for this range, like because all of them have it. Like Jaden Reed not playing a 2 wide receiver sets. Addison got a touchdown hog kind of guy, a big body guy. There that could steal touchdowns. Now Addison's good, really good down the field and good for explosive plays. That's not going to change. But I mean, how many touchdowns are there on that offense?
Yeah.
Godwin, like the rumor is like by the beat reporters that he looks like he did 2 years ago. We'll see. I'm not in on the Egbuka stuff, but if Egbuka is what he was to start the season last year, Godwin's probably not going to cook near that hard, right? Josh Downs, like we've never seen him play in 2 wide receiver sets. So we don't know how that's going to turn out. Michael Wilson hasn't ever produced with Marvin Harrison on the field, basically. Xavier Worthy, we're still waiting. And they are rumored to possibly be into somebody. So, there's definite questions on all these players. And you got to pick which one you think has the question. Which question do you feel comfortable with the answer to? Which ones don't you?
Yeah. So the ones I'm more comfortable with are Reed and Godwin. Reed, I know, I don't think he's a 2 wide receiver set starter, but I also don't think it's the 8 snaps that he's gotten in his first 3 years because there is no Romeo Doubs. There is no Dontavian Wicks. Maybe he's only playing 10%, 15% in 2 wide receiver sets, but that would be a massive jump for him. And when he's on the field, they dial up plays to him, which, isn't necessarily the case for like a Jordan Addison or a Michael Wilson. You know what I mean? So,
and I was going to talk about that too, because like Jaden Reed, he's always had big spike weeks, always performed at around this range value, and he's never been a 2 wide receiver sets guy. So, if I assume that the Packers are going to be a little worse this year and kind of throw in a lot more, so I kind of want just pieces of that. And Jaden Reed, we know is talented. Matthew Golden, we're still waiting to make sure he is right.
Agreed.
And we're not even going to get. I think we get to him, right? Yeah, we do get to him. Yeah. So we'll have that
And the
conversation.
other thing is they just paid Reed. Like they gave him a big time contract.
Yeah,
I think he's clearly an integral part of this offense going forward.
absolutely. And then everything you said about Addison's right. Godwin, it's all about they got a really crowded wide receiver room.
Mm-hmm.
Who emerges? Uh,
Yeah.
and I think it's the guy that has the trust of Baker, like that has had it in the past. The down stuff, like I'm into downs, and it also scares me. Like
Yeah.
if Pierce isn't there, that offense, Pierce needs to be there for that offense to really click. If Pierce isn't there to take the top off of the offense, or the defense, they're going to be able to play so close to the line. It's going to hurt JT quite a bit too. It's going to just hurt the offense in general, I think.
Yeah. The other concern that I have for Downs is, we're betting on Daniel Jones, a guy coming off two major
Yep.
leg injuries. Even if Pierce misses early, Daniel Jones might be so rusty that it doesn't even make a huge difference. I want to bet some on it just because, Michael Pittman is gone, and that's a ton of vacated targets, a ton of vacated touchdowns. Not sure if Downs is going to get the touchdown portion of that. But between Pittman being gone and Pierce being injured, this is almost like the Seattle running back room where it's like one guy's gone, one guy's injured. We need to bet on somebody.
Right.
But I do put him below Reed and Godwin for that reason. I just have more trust in them.
Me too.
For sure.
Yeah, I kind of have it set up this way. Like that's my ranking of these guys.
I think I'd have Addison below Worthy just because the points. I look at points of failure, and like you said, Justin Jefferson's role is not changing.
Right.
Like not at all. And even if it's just taking, Juwan Jennings is getting Naylor's workload and then an extra 2 targets a game, those targets are mainly coming from Addison. Is kind of like where I look at it.
The pushback I'll have on that is Addison has proven to be a spike week player. Worthy hasn't really. Worthy's never really had a 25-point game. Addison's had multiple. So I know it's a different offense and all that stuff, and Worthy's just there with the same guys as last year, although this year he may just be healthy, right? We don't know. So I think that it feels safer to go with Addison because we've seen it before.
Yeah, I think that's fair. The other thing I'll say with Worthy is to me, what we've seen so far is just so many unknowns. Rice missed so much time as Worthy's rookie year, and then last year he missed so much time himself and was dealing with injury. So I just look at it like this is his real shot. We'll see what they do. I also like Eric Bieniemy. The Chiefs' offense was a much more vertical offense with Bieniemy as OC than these last couple of years with Matt Nagy. So who would take advantage of that? Somewhat Tyquan Thornton, but Worthy as well.
All right. So do you think Godwin can score enough TDs and a half-point PPR to make sense where he's being drafted? I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Last year, Cade Otton or any tight end for the Bucs. I think it was week 13 before they had a single tight end touchdown, because I noticed that by week 7, and I just didn't add the Tampa Bay guys into my DFS stuff ever. At tight end, because it's it's a thing until it's not a thing. The week it's a thing, I might just lose, but it might also just be 35 yards and a touchdown. So Baker, when he's had his weapons historically, he's always targeted his weapons at wide receiver, not the tight ends. And especially in the red zone. We've seen it for years with Mike Evans. Godwin has always been targeted in the red zone. We've seen Igbuka getting targeted downfield last year. Ted Hurst kind of profiles as that guy who might be able to do the jump ball stuff a little bit, right? Like a semi-replacement for Mike Evans. I think they're building it in a way that they don't need the tight end position to perform. And I think that they're doing like I think Kraft or not Kraft. I think Godwin is going to be their main target in the red zone. I just think that that's how it's going to play out.
Yeah, well, I was going to point to 2 years ago before he did have that terrible leg injury in that Ravens game. In 7 games, he had 5 touchdowns, so that is a tremendous rate, and that was with Mike Evans for most of those games. In fact, all those games, Evans got hurt earlier in that same game. So no Mike Evans, that opens up touchdowns. Like you said, the tight ends are Kadon's a good tight end, but he's not like this touchdown machine. He could have 4 this year, and that's a massive jump for him. But it's not like a guy. It's not Sam Laporta or anybody like that.
Right. So Megatron here is saying I'd take Kraft over. Well, Kraft goes in the round before this, so you should take Kraft before all of them. I mean, if you're talking about these guys too, that's where I'm at. I just take Kraft over all these guys. Like I think it's a pretty clear bet. But anything else you want to say about that tier before we move on? Worthy?
Yeah, I mean,
because I know you're kind of bullish on Worthy here. So
I guess I'm willing to bet on Mahomes getting his deep ball back. Like I don't think that just went away from him. Like this is not.
I don't think he ever had it. Like this is from a Chiefs fan. Look, he has never had a successful downfield passing game when Tyreek Hill wasn't there to adjust to the ball. Like
that's fair.
Like he hasn't, and those balls that were being thrown were not great balls. It was Tyreek being great that made it work. Like that's how I like. It's not 5 years later. He still hasn't returned to form. Maybe he never had the form, and Tyreek was just that good. Like I think it's a pretty simple explanation. And Xavier Worthy also isn't elite at tracking the ball in the air, and I think you need to be. Tyquan Thornton, like he had a lot better ball tracking last year than Xavier Worthy has shown, and we seen a little bit of it last year with Tyquan and Mahomes, but they were also like they weren't like exactly like those were thrown exactly right, but they also weren't way down the field like the Tyreek stuff was, which is kind of what people expect out of Worthy. These were more like 30 to 35 yards in the air, right? Which I'm not saying that's not a deep ball, right? That's definitely a deep ball, but like I think people get the idea of Worthy being like 45 yards downfield just in stride Mahomes. That's never happened. Like that's rarely happened, even with Tyreek.
No, that's fair. But I don't know. I'm just not willing to close the book on a first-round receiver who has shown flashes. It's not like there haven't been flashes from him. Some of those were in the Super Bowl and the playoffs that year, but those count. Like that is real football. That's as real as it gets. It just didn't count for fantasy. Yeah.
And that cost me thousands of dollars, by the way, because I was second at halftime. I was second in the drafters playoff thing, and I had Worthy, but I had all my points already. So people caught me by like 14 points when Worthy went off, and I ended up going from $5,000 to $75 because Worthy scored meaningless touchdowns in a game we lost. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Ooh, that is pretty brutal.
Huh? Yeah,
that is pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was great. I knew I was dead though. Like I could tell it was going to happen. Like I didn't get excited about it. I knew what was coming. Like a defense playing lax, all that. Like, but I just think that Mahomes hasn't had the deep ball. Like, so after that first year where he was 50 touchdowns and like 4 interceptions, whatever the crazy number was, like it was something nutty, right? I even said back then that Mahomes was overrated as a passer because Mahomes threw like 12 balls that year that hit defenders right in the hands and just got dropped. Like it was fake stat. Like it was basically he just got like, as I told people, for whatever reason, the football gods love this guy. And like they were just making it like if you just looked at stats and didn't watch the games, like he looked way, way better. I'm not saying that he's not one of the best in the league. Like I'm not saying that he's not good. I just think that part of his game, and isn't as strong as people have in their mind. And I also think that like the last couple of years where he's throwing a lot more interceptions, like that's more on par with who he's always has been than anything else. Like that doesn't mean he's not going to like win at the end of the game and all that, like, and if he throws those interceptions, like now we need Worthy to go deep, right? Like, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not like it can't work. And I'm not saying Mahomes is a terrible deep thrower. I just don't think he's an elite deep thrower or was never an elite deep thrower.
Gotcha.
It's kind of where I'm at.
The final two things I'll say is one with the Worthy pick. The Chiefs defense, I think, got way worse this year. So I think they're going to have to I think they're going to have to be more shootout games.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't think they're going to have these.
Yeah.
We're going to win 20-17 type games like they've had in recent years. And then the Michael Wilson thing, I will say that my bigger concern, not so much the Marv, it's the quarterback play. Like we just don't know who the quarterback's going to be. And even if it is Jacoby Brissett, that's not exactly endearing going forward. But what I will say is he has no competition, like zero competition for being challenged or replaced. The number 3 receiver in the team's Kendrick Bourne. Like, Wilson's going to get 100+ targets.
Yeah, he will. I've taken Bourne a couple times in drafters. Like, it doesn't feel good, but I think it's fine. And by the way, there's actually like some beat writer style stories about that, of why it happened, because like they completely collapsed. And as I've always said, the Bengals didn't win that game. The Chiefs lost that game. Like, apparently, because Mahomes screwed up the end of the first half, right? Apparently, Nagy told him they had a timeout, so he threw the ball short. And then that's why he was trying to call a timeout, and that's why he was so mad walking into the locker room. And it's almost like that's true, because you could see all that stuff live, and then he never mentally recovered from it and fell apart. So, little information there on why the Bengals. Yeah, like it was more of a mental, like, and then they brought Nagy back, like that. Then they brought Nagy back, like that he went somewhere, failed, and then they brought him back after all that. Like, it's kind of weird. But yeah, let's move on to like the Michael Wilson stuff. He's now ADP 94. Like, I pushed back a lot when he was in the 80s.
Yeah, me too.
I pushed back when he was in the high 80s. Here, I think he's clickable. Like, he's option 2 in a terrible offense versus Jacoby Myers, who's an option 3. Like, it is half a round earlier, but the team's going to be behind. They're going to be throwing. Like, I don't dislike it as much, but I still like some of these names underneath it more. Like, we got Jacoby Myers, we got Peter Salt, we got Pittman, we got Golden. Like, Golden might not be in this round, but like we kind of just have these 3, maybe 4 guys in this round. And I think Pittman should just straight up be ahead of DK Metcalf, which is why I can't take Metcalf. And like, that's probably wrong, because I just probably want pieces, right? Like, I play every other offense that way, to where I'll just, like, if I think that it's completely wrong, like, I'll still go like 3 to 4% of the guy I think is wrong, just because I like the offense. In this case, I do like the offense, and I'm not doing that. So that is probably a mistake by me. But Pittman, to me, feels very good. I used to be into Myers quite a bit, just because, like, I'm in a lot of builds where I've got 4 RBs and a tight end and a quarterback, maybe 2 by here. And this is like my wide receiver 2 or 3 sometimes. And if I'm going wide receiver 2 or 3 and Pittman's gone, like, I'm generally wanting Myers instead of Pearsall there, because I feel like you can find some upside swings later.
Yeah, I mean, I have the most of Myers. He's my highest exposed Jags receiver, so I get that. He's had a good career. I think sometimes people forget, going back to New England, obviously Raiders, even last year down the stretch with the Jags. I understand the Parker Washington, hype, but I also understand that they paid Jacoby Myers $20 million a year. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. And so the other thing about that is they actually have a trade out this year. They could trade him within that contract, is what Emo was saying the other day. I looked it up. It looked legit. So,
mhm.
uh, so like if Travis Hunter does get moved and like starts cooking, they might trade him midseason, which is never good for the player getting traded. Like Jacoby Myers is like the only player. Him and Adonai Mitchell actually both got traded and performed. And in recent history, that's like the only two that have. Um, so Jacoby Myers is just a pro, right? Like he's going to go out there, he's going to get some targets. Like we want pieces of this offense. It is the cheapest. Like I say this is the cheapest piece of the offense, and I do like Hunter, but I mean Strange is the cheapest piece of the offense, but like at wide receiver,
Yeah.
I feel like he is the cleanest pick. Like I like the BTJ price. I have a hard time with Parker like you, but the Travis Hunter stuff is just all like it's just an upside pick that you kind of like. You're either going to take some or you're gonna just pray that that everybody's wrong. Like because if it hits, it's gonna hit very hard, right? So it's like one of the biggest swings we can take in the draft is Hunter, but there's a big reason for that. And
Yeah.
if they didn't have three really strong receivers in front of him, Travis Hunter would be going here, even playing way more on
Mhm.
defense.
No, I agree. I think that all being said, I am now more Pittman and Pearsall over Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I
I just think it's
that's
I
where
think
I'm
it's
at
so
too.
clean for both of them as the number two, and well, I don't agree with your Pittman over DK. I think they have enough volume potential as a number two receiver where touchdowns break their way, something breaks their way. Maybe they do end up the top scoring receiver on their team. Pittman, we feel better about that. We just know he's got a better touchdown
I
role
I
than
think Pittman
Pearsall.
gets. I think Pittman's going to get 20 more targets than DK Metcalf throughout the season.
No, I mean
Like
he could. He could.
and like pretty easily. Like I think Pittman's probably going to have 10 to 15 more receptions, but like two less touchdowns.
Yeah.
With more yards. Like I think that you may see a couple spike weeks with DK. Like last year, Metcalf had a bunch of like 19-point games.
Mm-hmm.
He had like 4 of them early in the season and then did nothing down the stretch, right? Because I specifically remember that because I was rooting for Meg's team and
Yeah.
he was on Meg's team. Uh, but yeah, um, I think that Pittman is way more of a Rodgers type player though too. So
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I do think DK. I'll be interested to see how Mike McCarthy and company use him because he could just have the red zone role. For whatever reason, Arthur Smith decided to be throwing the ball to Gainwell and Jonnu Smith in the red zone quite a bit. It's a bold
yeah,
strategy, and sometimes even Roman Wilson, and that one's an even bolder strategy. Ben Skoranek, I think, had the first touchdown of the year, so that just tells you what we were dealing with last year.
yeah, I remember that vividly because Aaron Sandy popped in my Discord and goes, "Benny Sco," and I'm just like, Aaron Sandy, of course, Aaron Sandy has shares of Benny Skoranek, uh, yeah. So
So yeah, I'm Pittman and Pearsall because I'm just not a Stribling guy. I don't think Stribling threatens Pearsall at all. Maybe he, is above Christian Kirk, but I think Ricky's role is pretty safe. And Ricky, yeah, had 0 touchdowns last year, but when he was healthy, when he was on the field, he was, getting the ball. He was producing yards.
he
Just didn't get any.
he had all the faders incredibly scared after 2 weeks,
Yeah.
like very scared. Like he looked really good, just like Rome did last year. His first couple weeks, like
Mm-hmm.
both of them looked really good beginning of the season, and things just didn't go their way.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of with you. I was pretty bullish on Jacoby. I'm kind of turning off of that. Like I'm actually weirdly having a hard time getting into the Jags offense. I want to be in, but I I think that, and I put this in my chat the other day. What's your take on this? Who's more overpriced as a team, Jaguars or Bears?
I would say the Jaguars because we know it's
That's
wrong.
the yeah, yeah.
Two running backs in essentially top 120, three receivers in top essentially 100, with another one 30,
That's where
35
I'm at
picks
too.
later,
I
and
I
then the
think
tight end
it's
goes late.
and the Bears, but the entire offense is in the top 100, like the
Yeah,
entire offense. But it's more
while it's
concentrated
tough, it could theoretically work. If they are top 5 offense, because here's the
because
thing.
it's only 2 receivers. It's not 4, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So and
and
that's
and we've seen the Bears blueprint with the Lions. 2 receivers in the top 40 picks, a tight end early, 2 running backs in the top 80 picks, and it's actually worked.
the Jags are definitely priced weird, except for Tootin, the greatest running back of all time. Thoughts, Steve? Thoughts?
Yeah, my blood pressure is rising. No, if Tootin is priced right, then the receivers are wrong. I'll say that.
Theoretically, Jags are more overpriced. That's assuming Caleb can reach 65+ percentage. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's kind of clearly the Jags, and I do think that the pieces of the Jags that are right are underpriced. But like
Mhm.
you either have to make a stand on players and like maybe be wrong, or just have to eat some losses and take a bit of all of them.
Yeah.
Right. Like I mean, so I don't
I'm
love
starting to
taking.
get there.
Yeah, I've got like I'm starting to plant on BTJ as like my 10% Jaguar, and I'm going to be like 5 to 6% on the other ones probably. Like, so I do want to be in on that offense, but it feels gross right now. So
Yeah.
and I have Pittman over Pearsall. I think that it's a safer bet, and I think that's how I'm going to put
I
it. Like,
agree. I mean, Pittman, we've
where are
just
we
seen
at
it
with
in
Michael?
the NFL.
Are we Wilson behind them, or
I think I'd have Wilson behind Pittman and Pearsall, but ahead of Myers.
That's kind of where I'm at, honestly. And Addison, like, are we like? I kind of like Pittman like ahead of Worthy. Like that's kind of where I'm at
Yeah,
with it.
Worthy I can see either way. I definitely am Pittman over Addison. I'm just having a real tough time with Addison right now. And honestly, I'm Ricky over Addison also. I think the Worthy thing, it's a little tougher. I see more of a path for Worthy than I know a lot of people do, but at least see it. Like,
I fully see the path, but I've also watched Mahomes like completely like 2 years. His rookie year, it was Mahomes throwing bad balls that cost Worthy those touchdowns. It way more than it was Worthy stepping out of bounds.
Sure.
Like could Worthy have got his feet in on some of those? Yeah, but those should have been touched. Like Mahomes got scared because he was throwing so many interceptions early in the season that he just started throwing everything out to the sideline to make sure he didn't get INTs. And because he was doing that, he was playing scared. That cost them like those should have been touchdowns down the field, but he wasn't throwing them that way. So
yeah,
like, all right, we got some chatter here. Jags, we got him fired up finally. Jags fast catcher can't get the ball enough. 5 tight ends. A clear way to play. Jags and Chicago get the QB and win. Don't minimize and win on the gamble. Like, I mean, if that could work. I think that's how you could play him in the eliminator, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm kind of doing that in eliminator. I'm just taking the high volume offensive quarterbacks and like just don't care.
To Mega's point, I think Strange, we'll see if his price goes up, but I think Strange has been underpriced this whole time. So them paying him like that deal, I think he's a great guy to pair with T-Law.
Can Steve say if his uncertainty on Addison is suppressive of Jennings? It's a lot to do with Jennings. We went over that a little bit. Like I actually was absolutely smashing Addison for like 2 weeks before the Jennings signing, and then I'm like, ooh, Like I don't love this now, and I still think I think his ADP is like slightly high, but not like crazy high. But I also don't like I instead of taking that gamble, I'm just going to take quarterback 2 or whatever most of the
Mhm.
time. Strange is the cheapest of all and will be on the field. Yeah. Like Strange is the answer in my opinion. Like there. I think that BTJ is a good bet. But I also because you need 3 receivers, but I think Strange is like kind of clearly the can't miss bet of the Jaguars. And it's the only can't miss bet on the Jaguars. All right, so we're down to Golden, Wandale, Dobbs, and Concepcion. If you want to add in like Higgins, Shakir, Coker, Diggs, we can. But they're not technically in round 10. I think when Diggs signs, where does he go? Like here?
Well, it depends on where he signs, but I mean, he signs with the Commanders. He might be the top player we talked about outside Maine Pierce. You know,
let's say he signs with the Colts.
Then I think he's got to be ahead of Downs. I mean,
right?
You know, like now Downs would shift down, you know, move further down and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right. But yeah, like if he signed, like what about? Oh, I've heard rumors that he may go to Atlanta. Like,
I mean, would be the clear number 2 receiver there.
Yeah,
I think at least above Addison.
I think he comes up here to like this range, right?
Yeah.
Like I think Diggs is kind of like if he goes to Miami, where does he go? Like this is worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, he ends up like.
Is it worst or best case scenario? I mean, he could stack 140 targets in Miami.
Yeah, 140 like uncatchable balls don't matter.
Well, that was Justin Jefferson last year. That was definitely that. But
I just had to throw some shade. I got to get some people fired up in the chat. let's go. But no, I like looking at the teams that could sign Diggs. Like if he goes to Kansas City, where does he go? Like he's in this range.
I mean,
right?
Where he goes down, I think he goes at least in that range.
Like I just don't see a situation where he signs where he's not worth the price.
Mm-hmm.
Like of all the teams in the NFL, like Rams, if he goes to the Rams, like he probably stays where he's at. He stays where he's at. Maybe
I think he should still go up around because you know we're taking Jalen McMillan, you know, right around that range, and he's the clear number 3, and Stafford's you know, it's just a better situation.
So there's so many and if he goes to I know it's not being talked about, but let's say he goes to the Panthers, Coker gets nuked, and I think Tetaroa would fall, and he'd be a way better pick.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see very many situations where Diggs would go to that he would fall in value. Like if he goes back to New England, I think he goes up. You know,
Yep.
So he's hard to do for this exercise, but all right, we got Golden, Wandale, Dobbs, and Concepcion. So Dobbs hasn't fallen as much as people expected them to when AJ Brown went there. AJ Brown has moved up, but Dobbs has kind of stayed he fell 7-8 picks. That's it. And I think it's fair. I think his price is pretty fair right now. I don't take him very much, but I do think that this price is pretty fair. He always seems to go when I'm looking at wide receiver. He for I don't know, in rooms I'm in, he tends to go before Wandale and Concepcion every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he's got the best quarterback of this group. You know, I mean, Jordan Love's good, but Drake May is potentially one of the best in the league. I also think that I've said this many times, and we talked about it when we were breaking down games for the first, 2/3 of the year last year. It was Drake May would just stop throwing the ball. Why? Because the Patriots are up by 3 scores. Yep. I don't think that happens this year. They play a much tougher schedule. I think they're going to be way more competitive games. And, Drake May will probably have 75 to 100 more passing attempts would be my guess.
Right.
The other thing with Romeo Doubs is he's always been capped because the Packers were a rotational wide receiver team. He's not the number one on the Patriots, but I think he's the clear number two. I know technically they have rotational wide receivers, Hollins, Kyle Williams, Kayshon Boutte, etc. I don't think they pay a guy $20 million to be a rotational wide receiver. So we're probably talking his top target share of his career. He's always had a good red zone role.
He's always been on the field. Like he was the only Packer over like 80% snaps, and he was well over, right?
Yeah. So when I'd say rotational, it wasn't so much necessarily snap share, a little bit, but it was you could the target one is reliable.
I think he was over 80 and nobody else was over 60 or something. Yeah. It was like wild. So I like him. I probably need to move him up in my ranks. I just redone my ranks today. Again, I'm like fidgeting with them every day. Like, I don't know about you. I do a couple drafts. I'm like, I didn't look right. I'm gonna go mess with it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you do that. I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm always gonna want this guy over this guy. And like Wandale feels pretty safe. And so this range right here, I think it matters on the structure of your team. I think Matthew Golden and Concepcion are your swings. Like if you're looking for a wide receiver 5, I think these two are better picks most of the time than Wandale and Dobbs. And I think that Wandale and Dobbs, like if you went RB heavy and that you're looking at wide receiver 4 or 3 even, because you filled everything else out and you're just going like double anchor receiver, like I think these two are like perfect for those builds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't mind the swing on Golden this year. I don't feel comfortable with it, but we were talking about the Packers maybe opening it up a little bit. And Jaden Reed not being out there for 2 wide receiver sets. Well, if he's not going to be out there, it's Golden or my boy Savion Williams, right? Like, and we all know that it'll be Golden, right? They spent the capital on him and all that stuff.
I think for me, I have Concepcion as the highest of this group because as much as I don't love the Browns, Concepcion can be the number 1 on this team. Nobody else in this group can be that. And the issue with Golden is he might be the number 3.
He might be, but like he might be the number 4. Like, we don't know.
But to me, Concepcion, it just later first round wide receivers. Look at where we were taking Matthew Golden last year. Matthew Golden and Mbuka last year, and they were in much more competitive rooms. Granted, better offenses, much more competitive rooms. So they're going in the 70s and 80s.
Even if he's the wide receiver 1, do you think he gets more targets than Wandale?
Well, I think he gets better targets than Wandale, like in terms of like downfield. Like I know Wandale had some downfield targets last year with the Giants, but a lot of those were just like broken plays. It was not, I don't think Wandale's just cooking guys left and right.
Oh, come on. It's Wandale Robinson. How can you doubt him? We've had the best ball communities doubted them for 4 years now.
Like,
I
think Wandale is a mix between what we've seen these last 2 years. He's gotten 140 targets both years. 1 year he got, 700 yards receiving, the other year 1,100 yards. He's probably somewhere in between.
Wandale 140 targets. Gunner said 130, and that now he's doubling down. 140. Yeah, he's an auctioneer out here. I actually, the more I look at this range, I think I like Dobbs the most, and I don't have it ranked that way right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Concepcion, but he also just falls all the time. He just falls all. Like, I don't feel any obligation to take Concepcion at ADP because I get him at 135 every once in a while. Like, just like literally a round and a half later. Like it. So I kind of like it in this. Like, I kind of like it in this order. I know you're going to disagree with the Golden thing.
I just have a tough time with Golden because to me he's still so much projection. Like I think Concepcion, I feel better about him as a rookie than Golden as the year 2 guy. So
Am I the only one that can see the attack of the pack? There's not just being it. Dobbs, Wicks leaving. Yeah, that's fair. Like the thing is that they're broadcasting that they're going to target 3 guys and Kraft. Like we've just never had a pack, even if they have less yards, we've never had a condensed offense in Green Bay. So it's more about the fact that they're going to be a more condensed offense. And the reason we like all these offenses like the Bengals, the Rams, the Niners, like they're condensed offenses. And that's why we like them so much for fantasy, is because when they get guys that can cook, the coaches let them cook. And it kind of sounds like they're going to start doing that in Green Bay this year. So that's why there's a bunch of buzz on the Packers. You don't have to buy into it, but we've never seen that, and everybody likes LaFleur as a play caller and a coach. So, like, at least for the first 3 quarters, they may not love what he does in the fourth, but like the first 3 quarters, people love him, right? Like, so I'm kind of fine with any order of these guys. I just kind of click them all. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do think, like you said, it's somewhat build dependent. Wandale, I think, has a great floor. I don't think there's much of a ceiling overall, but I think I recognize his floor. I
will definitely forget about this, Slayton.
But for me, Dubs and Concepcion are the 2 that I'm really wanting to be over the field on, because I just think their paths to really exceeding value are high. And that's, it doesn't even honestly matter if Concepcion is wide receiver 1 on his team or not. I just think he can exceed value. Now, if he's not, then that means somebody else really exceeded value, like Denzel Boston. Yeah. But
I hope, I pray for that. I have like 18% Boston now.
Wow.
I'm getting to, like, we're not talking about the tiers underneath this, but like I'm getting to round 13 and I'm taking the same 3 guys like every time. I'm taking Boston and Tucker, and there's another guy, or a tight end. I'm taking Boston, Tucker, or tight end there every single time. Like, I don't know who all's down there, but it's like for sure these guys. If McMillan's there still, I'll take him. But like Boston, then all the tight ends are in that range, right? Yep. And then we got like Tucker. I know you kind of like Naylor. I'm fully in on Tucker versus Naylor. Like that's the one situation I feel confident enough in. I'm just going to like full send in the battle. Like this is the one battle I'm choosing sides on. And we'll see how it plays out, but I'm fully sending it with the Tucker side over the. I got like 3% Naylor because every once in a while when Tucker goes, I will take a Naylor share if I needed a receiver, but that's about it. I am happy that Tucker's finally past Naylor, so I can start getting some Naylor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Anything else you want to tack on, or do we want to go do a draft?
Let's do a draft.
Let me go back and upload my ranks.
So the final thing I'll say is I do agree. Those are the rounds where receivers, like, they're starters, but to the point that you were just making is we can wait a little bit, and whether it's the Coker, Diggs, or like that next grouping, Boston, Tucker, Naylor, Debo, like there are other starters that we can get a little bit later. So that's kind of what it boils down to.
Well, we are almost 60% done. Max. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I know that I had 5 left. It was saying max 5. Do you want to do it with the pit bull?
Sure, whatever you feel like doing.
Right, we're not going to do a countdown because this may take a while to fill. So we're going to see where it's at. We're going to jump into the pit bull. We're waiting on 3. We're going to be able to get this filled. So if you want to jump into pit bull, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and run the countdown right now, just for the timestamp reason. We never leave the brine. Fury, endless. All right, waiting on one. Waiting on one. Feels good that we're not going to have a full lobby of the crew. I
Yeah.
will say that. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm sure a lot of people are already full. So Concepcion has one good preseason game, and Steve will have a ranked above say.
Don't tempt me.
Don't tip me. Man, like, I know everybody didn't want their players to land on the Browns, but I kind of wish Cooper and Concepcion were flipped. Like, because of my bags are on Cooper. Like, I kind of think the Brown situation is better for fantasy.
Well, like I said, it's even if you sorry, go ahead.
Well, and like they just Sadiq and Cooper, like I think Cooper can win on the outside, just like you think Concepcion can if he needs to. But like it's just a cleaner bet if he's on like the cleaner bet is the one there, right?
Yeah.
Is the one on the Browns, is all because of Sadiq. Jefferson is a wide receiver 2 this year. He will do better with Murray. Maybe. I don't have it rated that way right now. It's why you feared a poodle. No, I mean, I wasn't going to force Steve to take Brock Bowers at 12 because that's my strategy this year. Like I was going to ask him if it was okay if this was like plus 11. But
I mean, I didn't even know that was who you'd decide. I know I'd heard you the other day saying that you were going to decide on somebody and like just be all in. And I made this point in my show that Bowers at 13. I said Bowers at 13.
I thought that's what you were talking about. I
didn't know it was you.
Well, Pepper Tony was on yesterday. I'm like, do you want to do the strat? And he's like, okay, let's go. And my thing is, if I go to 12, I'm just going to kind of like take 2 mid-second rounders to have unique combinations. So we got Derrick Henry, Bowers is how we started.
Yeah.
And then we got Higgins. So like we at least got something. Like it does feel like a little weak. I'm not gonna lie, but if we show up to playoffs, like it's gonna feel really good because we're pretty much not gonna be fighting anybody, right? So we're still needing one here. Apparently, everybody. We don't like drafting Browns. Imagine how it feels to actually be drafted by him in real life. I mean,
Jared Verse.
Yeah. I mean, Jared Verse is going to get paid, probably.
He will.
What's up, Mufasa? All right. We got the 9. We got the 109. We got JT here at the 7. We got
Legion.
Let me fix all this up. Why is this being so weird? I have this stuff sized differently today. Maybe we'll just remove that. All right, that's good enough, I guess. We got OPP Luke there as well. So we got Paul at the 2. We got Luke at the 12. We got the 9. JT at the 7. I kind of like the 7 through 10 spots this year a lot. Like I want to like the 1 and 2. Like I don't dislike the 1, 2, and 3, or even 4, but it feels like you're very pigeonholed into the same exact build in the first 3 rounds. Like I feel like it's going to be like just a bunch of teams with like the same 3 combination that advance. Like Rice, Jeremiah Love, and Bijan or something, or Chase, Brees Hall, and Bowers or something. You know, like I think there's going to be a 3 combination that if you're at the front, you kind of needed it to advance. And I think it's going to be different later, but I think it's going to feel gross if those teams up there is what advance this year.
Well, I think the tough thing is the second round picks you're taking, and even the third rounders, I feel like we will get better ones at the 3-4. Like I will take our 3-4 versus the 2-3 there.
All right. So we got a fight. I think Addison is the best player, but probably won't have the most production in that situation. Oh, okay. Of the group, yeah. You're talking about actual skill as a player versus, and I think that is very fair. I think that's very fair. All right, we could go Genty, we could go Lamb, we could go Jefferson. I'm fine with any of them.
Let's go. Let's go, Justin Jefferson. There's been some debate about the Vikings, and I
Sounds good. I will say I'm kind of leaning Lamb over Jefferson right now because I think the Week 17 game of Lamb with Scatabo is something you may just need. I I really think that is that's going to be a target of my portfolio
Mhm.
overall. I'm going to have a bit of that, so I'm not super worried about passing it up here. Right? This like the Pit Bowl is an awesome tournament, but like I'm going to save that stuff for like Huskies and stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
so we're getting behind on chat today. Jefferson, we got Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, Drake London,
I would probably
Bowers.
go Brown or Henry. I don't mind Bowers, but Brown or Henry.
Let's do Brown. I like the Brown pick here because if Zay falls, it feels really good.
Hmm.
So I kind of like the Chase Brown Zay thing if you can get it. I don't think we'll get it. JT takes a lot of Zay, so and he's not going to let Lamar fall back anyway. So like we know that that's going to happen, especially since he took Henry. Like we know for a fact that like he's probably taking Zay there anyway. So all right, to chat. 49-year-old. I don't think I've ever seen a Brown have a top 10 season. They Braylon Braylon Edwards year they were like 0 to first. Uh, they won like 12 games or something that year, and then they fell off completely. Uh,
Yeah, it's been a rough time.
Olave wide receiver 6 on the bottom 8 offense last year. I never won fantasy season drafting the Browns player. Well, most of us have not. I mean, yeah, I didn't draft him, Jerry Judy. I mean, Jerry Judy, like Zero's always bringing up Jerry Judy, like on the Brown. Like that's a Jameis Winston stat. It's not a Jerry Judy stat. Like,
Yeah.
let's get it straight. That is not a Jerry Judy bullish thing. That is a Jameis Winston is fun for fantasy goodness thing. Like, I know you continually talk about it. It's just false. Is all it is, in my opinion. Never won a fantasy football season. Draft in Nick Chubb or Harold Faneth. I'm not certain if you can win the pod based on the first two picks, but in my opinion, you can definitely lose the pod by taking the landmine players. Yeah, for sure. And that's one reason why, like, making the big stands, like, they say don't make like heavy exposures in the first rounds, but fades are fine. Uh,
Hmm.
when I do a draft, I don't even think about the Browns players. You haven't yet, but it was possible because like it was those two games. He absolutely cooked.
Oh yeah.
We are drafting a pit bull. We're in a pit bull. All right, so Zay did not go.
Interesting.
So I mean, we could do this or this.
Hmm. Oh, Zay goes. So
Yeah, we could do either one of those. We could take any of these players.
I
ADP.
I think Higgins. I like T. I mean, two pieces of this Bengals. I said Browns because the
Yeah,
chat. This Bengals offense.
we are 666 by week. By the way, does that scare you?
Yeah. I mean, that's not great.
Yeah.
Um, but
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, that
That
Denver
is
game
true.
was
That is true.
insane.
That is true. By the way, if you guys are just popping in, if you can smash the like, that'd be great. And if you've enjoyed the content today, go ahead and hit the sub. We're on a road to 1,000 subs. We're doing a 24-hour live stream at 1,000. Also, go over to Fanspeak Network, give them a sub tonight. Would you say celebrity or the Jeopardy is kind of the flagship of the channel now, or like it's kind of it's definitely an attraction. Like,
Yeah,
but the Jeopardy's on tonight. I still prefer Sibling Showdown. But like I love both of them, but Jeopardy tonight in a couple hours, like it's gonna be awesome. It is Neil Orfield and Bestball Guy, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so we got these players. We could take Scatabo. We could take any of these players.
I mean,
I'm
are you
fine.
okay just taking Scatabo?
Say no more. Like, so right here, this right here, if this was Lamb instead of Jefferson, this feels so much better.
I do understand that.
So like that's why that's the like, and I like Jefferson, but all right, the chat has spoken.
If she got that end zone, I'm diving in deep smoothly.
All right, you're my hero. Have you not seen that yet, or you just yeah?
Oh no, I've seen it.
It's great. Thank you for the
Fantastic.
super chat, Mike Rob. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, excuse me, but yeah, like I've Zero is my hero. Maybe we got a thing here.
If she got that end zone, I'm diving in deep smoothly.
What I need to do, and I'm planning on doing this. I've been doing a lot of things off to the side, but I'm going to actually make different ones for different levels of super chats eventually.
Nice.
So like 20 plus will be like a longer version. It'll be like it might be like 15 seconds, right? Instead of like a little 5-second clip. So like I'm definitely going to do that. I just like I don't know how long you're going to stay on. I'm going to do probably going to do another draft after this. You can stay on if you want. You can leave, but I'm definitely going to do another draft. I'm feeling good tonight. So, I mean, Lamar. I mean, if Lamar comes back, I think you just take naked Lamar for the team.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
this guy took
Zay.
So we assume he's going to take Lamar. If Lamar is gone, do we go with Christian Watson? Do we go Carnell Tate, Brian Thomas?
I'm probably Tater Thomas. I don't mind Watson or Dunze, but
what about Judkins? Secure up.
Yeah, I think I'd go Tate.
We'll go Tate. I like Tate a lot. Like I'm the one that thinks Carnell Tate is an actual wide receiver one, unlike most people, right? Like everybody pushes back on that. But I've been saying that. You should play it until someone super chats. No, it's the opposite. Use it as a weapon. Like I could make a bad video and do that, but then like everybody would just leave. Like everybody just leave. Like absolutely not. Like absolutely not.
Yeah. I mean the Tate thing, I think it's just he goes to a situation where he has every opportunity to dominate targets. And Brian Dable, we just saw this with a rookie receiver a couple of years ago in Malik Neighbors. And they were just force feeding Neighbors targets. And, Tate's a little different receiver, and I don't think has the upside as Neighbors. But it's not going to shock me for him to get 140 targets this year.
I mean, we could do that. We could definitely do that. I mean, if Judkins comes back around, like I think both of those are kind of clear.
Yeah,
picks,
either one would be interesting there.
And I mean, we could do that. We could go down to Tyler Warren. We could just take Burrow. I think we just do Burrow, right?
Yeah, let's just go Burrow. We got two Bengals.
I don't I don't really do the double stack Bengals thing often. So since we have it, let's secure it, right? And I actually don't mind either one of the darts in round. Like I know you like Andrews a lot. I think he's a fine pick, and I don't mind either Surratt or Jacoby Lane. So
yeah.
So I think I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it's a lot easier to backstack or to get the random piece on the Ravens than it is the Bengals.
Yeah,
P. Ryan just doesn't feel that good. P. Ryan just doesn't feel that good. I can't even click Gesicki anymore. I'm waiting for training camp. I'm kind of like ready to click Eric Hall. That's kind of where I'm at. Tate has a sure stance.
He might.
That is a fact. Like he doesn't even need yeah, I was saying the same thing. You were as well. Nico Collins is dead. I'm assuming you're trolling. I hope.
No, he's saying the surest hands in the AFC South.
Oh,
Nico
okay.
Collins.
Yeah. And by the way, tomorrow I'm having Updog on. We're going to run his tool,
Oh,
and
nice.
his website will be open for people to sign up for it. He needs to make sure that works. He's going to have it launching on the 1st, I believe. I don't he hasn't figured out like price points, anything like that, but like it's pretty cool because you get to put the weight, like you can put in the weighting you have on playoffs and correlation and all that stuff. Like you get to put those numbers in, and then it'll do the math based on those numbers. So it's different than like all the other things. So like if you want to, like, I'm sure that's kind of what Sidekick does, is they put in those numbers, but you can decide what you want those numbers to be. I'm pretty clearly Tucker Kraft here.
I think Kraft's a great pick here.
All right. We're just getting all of my boys on with you. Like, so for the audio listeners, we got a 1, 2, 3, 1 right now. We got Joe Burrow, we got Chase Brown, we have Cam Scatabo, our king, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Cardinal Tate, and Tucker Kraft. So like Jefferson plays the Jets in week 17. I don't take a lot of Sadiq, but I do need to get some more. And I think Sadiq has finally fallen to a point that like he's kind of a good value.
Yeah. I've started taking him a little some recently. I was going to say, I think you know where I want to go.
Yeah. I've started clicking Harvey, by the way. I think that his new price is fine. I put him ahead of – I actually have him ahead of ADP. I did not realize that. But I'm kind of like – Bo Nix falling so much has just made me kind of be in on every piece for the Broncos. Like, if his value is that good, like whatever piece is good on the Broncos, I want access to. It's kind of where I'm at. Oh, Megatron. Megatron's next to us.
Oh,
how did I miss him? Yeah, that's my bad. My bad, Megatron. Nico is cool too. Harbaugh said he wants to run more two wide receiver sets, shorter routes for McConkey, more targets. He might actually be the steal in the 4th, 5th. I mean, he's in the 4th. Solid. He's like in the 3rd round now, by the way. So if you can get him in the 5th, shout out to you. Not a wide receiver. I don't think you're correct there. Ladd is he's a deep end guy. Like he's always like his best route is the deep end right in the middle of the field, because his ability to catch the ball in traffic and like make a guy miss, like he's not Zay Flowers, but he's like the next best at it. Like the difference is that when Zay makes somebody miss, like for whatever reason, like Ladd will actually like run to where contact could happen. Zay will just lay down. like we've seen Zay just lay down a lot, which is great if you want safety, right? Like if you want to make sure your guy, like as a pick, Zay's a lot safer because we know he's going to stay healthy, because he ain't going to get rocked like that. He's going to lay down on those things. Yeah, he really does. Ladd is an excellent player. No one is Zay Flowers except Trey Tucker, brother. That's an imposter. Burden's all right. But all right, I love me some Jonathan Brooks. He goes. All right, so my ranks and ADP. What do you want?
Do you want to do Kyler or Rashard White?
Let's do Kyle. Let's do Rashad first.
Okay.
And if we don't get Kyler, like I'm not that upset about it, because we could just take Jordan Love.
No, that's fair.
So, and I feel really good about this RB room. Like 6, 7, 8, 9. Like look at it. Like we're counting over here. So we have to finish this off with like either Sean Tucker or Emmett Johnson, right? Like,
Yeah,
we have to finish it off with Sean Tucker or Emmett Johnson. So
we need a full straight.
Yeah, we got to get it straight. Like we now have a mission unlocked. I wouldn't even hate like passing on quarterback here and just going Kittle as well, but let's go with Murray.
I like the Kyler bet. I mean, one, you can just stop at 2 then.
Let's
and
triple check. We can't.
Wait. Oh, never mind. I forgot we got.
Do you want to go Kittle?
Yeah, let's do it. I don't have much Kittle, but let's do it. I totally forgot for some reason in my head I'm thinking Lamar, not Burrow.
I was like, I think it's the same bye week. I went and checked. So yeah, I think that was a nice pivot. And having both players coming off of major injuries, like what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Like this is the kind of build though. I actually don't mind taking a Sadiq on. Like also, like I think that we're solid at running back. We have solid enough wide receivers, right? Like I think we're going to stop at. We're probably going to be a 3-5-7-3 at this point.
I think now we probably have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that Kyler, if Love would have made it, we probably would have swapped to Love and then stopped at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't know, Burrow plus Cam Ward, if we get Cam, I think is fine. It's like on the verge of me stopping. I would like a third, but I don't know. It's like an absolute necessity. What do you say there?
I really struggle to only do 2, like you said, after like the Baker kind. I mean,
it is hard. It is hard.
Cam Ward is. I hope we see the best, from him, and he really turns it around. And obviously, we're somewhat betting on that with Carnell Tate. But Carnell Tate could still pay off, and Cam Ward be a bad pick. Somebody in chat made the point about Chris Olave earlier. Like that offense, Chris Olave dominated. That could be, and Malik Neighbors is the perfect like rookie example in recent years. He dominated. He did not want a quarterback from the Giants.
I mean, we already went over why Otten's not a great pick. Like I don't take a lot of Otten. He requires there to be injuries, basically. I mean, I think these two are like smash picks here.
Yeah, I'd probably lean Diggs just since where we're at.
Me too.
Like,
me too.
We could use more value.
Or do we want to lock up Cam Ward?
Let's
go Dig. Yeah. I mean, so this is one of those times that like I think Malik Willis could be fine.
Willis is the same buy also.
Yep. I don't ever draft Miami, so I don't know. I actually don't take a lot of Burrow, and I don't take a lot of Willis, so I wouldn't have known. Otten goal line hammer with no Evans. I don't think that's going to be the case. I really don't. Baker doesn't target tight ends when his weapons are out there. As long as Godwin stays healthy and Igbuka is healthy, he's going to be targeting them in the red zone. Definitely agree with that. I just meant a guy. Yeah, like there's a clear target for us down there. And I mean, if people want to snipe us, they can. But it's if we get Ward here, it's Gunnar Helm.
Gunnar Helm, yeah.
Right. Like a guy who I like a lot, who I don't have enough exposure to. Like I do really like him, and I don't get enough exposure. So, all right. So the team's turning out pretty good. We got a 2-4-4-2. We got Joe Burrow, Cam Ward. Running backs, Chase Brown, Cam Scatterbo, Rico Dowdle, Rashad White. Wide receivers, Jefferson, Higgins, Carnell Tate, Diggs. Like that honestly feels pretty strong for waiting. And then Kraft Kittle, like talk about some upside. That we have some stuff going on here. We even have a week 17 bring back here, which we kind of like. We kind of happen into, kind of do whenever we. Like, I think that the bring back is a lot more like wide receiver build than it is running back versus. But If the Steelers are winning, that is the game script you want. He wasn't the hammer yet last year when, yeah, brother, fight. All right, so who stacks Kate Otten? I mean, I would much rather. There are. Let me just look at my tight ends down there. I think I'm going to assume Otten's like one of my lowest owned. Okay, so I have less T Ferg, but that's because I do a lot of streams on draft or drafts on stream, and he just goes. So I guess I'm kind of around the field on all those. I actually have a lot of builds where I finish at Schultz or Barner.
Mhm.
Like I'm not in this 4 late tight end build stuff. I do like the crafts. I like all the prices other than McBride on the board. I think Laporta's a good price. I think Kraft's a good price. Love the Kelsey price. The Chick price to me is awesome. I've came around to the likely price being okay. Like Kincaid feels like a steal, like for upside if he's your first tight end and you go 3 between here and round 15, like it feels awesome. Like there's just so many good picks all the way through. Like I have a hard time having the guys at the very end.
No, I mean that range, a little before, but 130 to 170 at tight end feels really good. Like you said, to grab 3 in that range, and yet all like clear starters with little competition with them.
All right, so do we take Trey Tucker here?
That would be my lean.
Take Trey Tucker and try to get Mendoza.
Yeah, I'm good with that approach.
Now, do we want to push Mendoza? Where's the Bowers drafter? What do they have going on? Bowers drafter there. They got 1 quarterback. They are leaning on it. Do we want to ruin his day? Who is it? Is Kev Slice in here? I don't know. Is Kev Slice in here? Like I think that is the move for us though. I think like honestly, if Bryce comes back, we just take Bryce naked, right?
I'm okay with that. I also don't mind the Denzel Boston pick.
Oh yeah. I mean, are you ready for the video?
I am hoping for it.
I'm hoping for it. Stocking Otten feels like we're making mistakes, or mistakes were made. Definitely mistakes made. Who talk about full send? 91% Tucker. Fade is wild to me. Full send with. All right, so we doing Boston?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Clip time, guys. When I find it. I don't have a Tucker clip.
Might need to get one though.
I need to I think I make good clips. I should probably make more. I've been doing a lot of stuff like in the background though. Like I told you, I've been doing some like team art stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll just show you one that I did earlier, like just one. And this is like the starting point for this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's the starting point for my Panthers one. I'm gonna have multiple versions of it, but yeah. I'm basically doing that so I can have my own graphics to where I don't have to worry about copyright stuff. So I'm making all of my stuff. That's what I've been doing like in all my spare time is I've been trying to go through I'm hoping to have all of them done by the end of next week. I've got like 9 teams done this week or something. And I've got like 7 versions or more of all of them. So
wow.
I've been spending a little time on it. All right, so we are about back on the clock. I think we just take Gunner Helm. Helm went. No, Helm did go. Helm always goes in my lot. Like every time Helm goes. I like AJ Barner though.
I mean, I like Barner. I have no problem with Barner.
let's just take Barner and then we can be done there. It is a double bye week 11, but that's fine. Kittle's hopefully he's healthy by then.
Yeah.
Like if he's not, it was a bad pick.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah. So our bye weeks are 6 and 9. I feel okay about just tacking on a Geno Smith here. Maybe. Like we do need another quarterback. He is definitely going to start the season. I think we need to take him. What do you think? I mean, I think it's thin, but we do have a double stack here. Like I think that if he makes it, we're fine, or we take him, and if not, like, what do we do?
I mean, yeah, we could.
It is like if we could get Adonai Mitchell back, it's also a bring back situation. True. So like, where is AD?
Did he go? He went. He just went.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do we want to do it anyway, or do we want to take Branch and go that route?
What about a running back? What about Emmett?
Got to commit to the bit.
Yeah. But I also really like it.
Yeah, I do too. I think he fits well here. Got to commit to the bit.
Like we could take our last 2 picks. I did this, Tua and Jahan Dotson. Like,
I've actually done that a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't absolutely love it, but like Dotson feels safer than Branch. Like because
I agree, especially 17 yeah.
If they bring in Diggs, like Dotson's the one that can play outside, and Diggs playing on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Jory, I'm not going to draft weekly winners this year because I do stuff over here on Drafters, and the Drafters main tournament added a weekly winners element to it. So this is total points, but you also have a weekly winners element to it. And instead of doing weekly winners this year, I could do a strategy video for weekly winners because the stuff I was saying last year ended up my player takes weren't right, but the strategies I was using, like the one quarterback stuff, that stuff was winning last year. But I'm doing this as my weekly winner. Like I like the drafter site and they have weekly winners on top of it. So, but I need to like save some of my stuff, my money. So no need to supercut that Boston clip with images of Cleveland shoveling stones. All right. So, did they? Yeah, it's only on the main tournament, the $3 draft. Like so, only on the main. So, do we want to do Tua?
Yeah, I think Tua. We also could do. Well, Shador just went. I was going to say before Shador went because we do have Boston, but I think Tua makes perfect sense, especially with Shador gone. Are you Shador over Watson at this point?
No. I've just stopped. I've just. I
mean, I've like none of either. Like,
I've just completely given up.
And
then like, oh, why? Like I will be happy with either one of them. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Just tell me. I'll do it at around 16. It's fine. Like just tell me. So yeah, I don't really hate even just having the naked to advance. So like, do we want to force it or do we want to get the bring back for that game we don't have a bring back for?
I think the bring back.
I lean Surratt. Do you want Surratt or Lane?
I'm gonna go Surratt. I'm still in that camp.
I'm definitely in that camp too. All right, let me get back through chat real quick. When I was in first place of week 1 of weekly winners until the second half of Monday night that I dropped out of so far. Yeah, it's a hard game. It really is. I love 10 or 20 max. You can really lean in and care. Doesn't feel like you're just throwing another. Yeah, I like the 150s for streaming because I could just like throw some puppies at it and like have a cheap streaming like a way to stream. But as far as contests go, I want these kind of contests all day. That was a lot of words to say. You scared me in the weekly winter streets. it was. I'll have to try the main one. By the way, stick around. I don't know if you subbed or not, but once a week I give away a Drafters main ticket, and also I give away a Drafters mini ticket every once a week as well. So you just kind of have to like be there on the right day. But I just kind of randomize it. So the people who are actively watching me, they get to know basically. Drafted the Drafters main next? Probably not, but all right. We are. I know this is fantasy football. It's finally dropped below. Okay. Yep. This is a fantasy football channel. It's not like I don't know if that's a win for you or why it's a win, but like okay. It feels like somebody watching it would think that was a loss. But anyway, we got a 3-5-7-3 here. We got Joe Burrow, we got Cam Ward, we got Tua. Running backs, we got Chase Brown, Cam Scatterbo, Rico Dowdle as a bring back, Rashad White, Emmett Johnson. Wide receivers, Jefferson, Higgins, Tate, Diggs, Trey Tucker. We didn't get the bring back or the stack. It's all good. Denzel Boston, Elijah Surratt for the bring back, Trey Tucker, or the other Tucker. We got the Tucker correlated. And then we got George Kittle, AJ Barner. I actually really like it. I don't hate the third quarterback here. Like I don't feel like Tua is going to get the hook by week 6.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's what we want, right? We just want to make sure to get to week 6.
Exactly.
So I think that makes a lot of sense. By the way, are you? No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just letting you know I don't understand crypto enough. Like I've made some money on it at one point, and like, but that was through Robinhood. Like whenever I go to a crypto site, it's all weird. I don't get it. It's all wild to me. So are you going to stay for another draft, or are you going to go?
No, I think I'm going to head out, but
okay.
You know, I can stay through reviewing any teams or anything like that.
Sounds good. All right, we got if you are a member of the channel and you're here, say something in the chat so I can review your team. We got a 3-5-7-3 here by JT, a member. We got Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers. That feels solid.
Yeah.
We got Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Ramondre, Chris Rodriguez, and Katron Allen. I absolutely love this room.
Yeah, that's a fun
That's
room.
Really good. I love the Katron Allen pick here with all these guys. Like you got the oldest room ever, and then you got Katron Allen to like annoy the veterans. Like they'll be like, "Hey guys, do you want to go do this? No, I'm going to go home and sleep." You know, like I'm gonna go home and sleep all night.
This feels like my draft, by the way.
Yeah, Mike Evans, DJ Moore, like both stacked up, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, he missed the stack. Chris Godwin, Michael Pittman, Jalen Naylor, Jeremy Bernard, Ted Hurst, tight end, Sam Laporta, Hunter Henry, and Pat Freiermuth. Yeah, it feels like a lot of your guys. This is a very, very solid draft by JT.
No, I like what JT did there quite a bit.
Yeah, and then drafted Jamar Tucker Boston with Burrow. Never doubt peptides. Tua has been more accurate. So whose team is this? Yeah, so we got Megatron is a member. We got 2673. I can't remember if Paul is, so Paul will have to say something in the chat. We got 2673. Lamar and Shadur. So he definitely waited. We got Achan, Harvey, Brooks, Jordan Mason, Tajay Spears, Dylan Sampson. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Say Flowers, Luther Bird, Roma Dunze, Quentin Johnston, Travis Hunter, Brandon Ayuk. I think it's fine. I'm not doing this, but I get it.
Yeah.
I don't look like this is one of those bets I refuse to make, but I also fully understand it, and I think if you're willing to take it on, it's fine. If you know what you're getting into, which is most likely having a 0 there, like I'm going to guess it's like 15% that he produces this year, like pretty low. Like I'm going to guess it's pretty bad. But it's a high risk. Like so is Damon Claiborne, right? Like, and I like that bet. So who am I to complain? We got Dalton Kincaid, Brenton Strange, and Darnell Washington. So taking Darnell to get the bye weeks there, and was it a stack? It was not a stack, but honestly, it's a really solid team. I don't. It felt like your top receivers are good enough to take the shots on Hunter and Ayuk there if you want to. So
yeah, I was just going to say that, like, you do run the risk that this becomes a thinner roster with that.
Oh, that's your cousin? That's not him. All right. Well, we're reviewing him anyway because you're a member. You got him a free review.
That's funny. But I mean, overall, yeah, the wide receiver room, it's very strong to start. And, if Hunter's something, then you're probably fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Did Paul? Yeah, Paul did not say anything yet. Let me just check real quick. I believe he is. Okay, no. So that was it. So JT and OPB Luke. I don't remember. What's his YouTube name?
That I don't know. I don't
remember. Okay, so if you are watching, Luke, let me know, if you are a member, and we will review. But anything you want to talk about before you head out? I think I'm going to do a drafters mini after this, and give a ticket away.
No, that'll be fun. No, I enjoyed coming on, talking a topic, and then doing a draft. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I missed the weeks like during the season to where we like did the long breakdowns. I look forward to doing something like that again this year. Yeah, I was actually going to. I mean, we'll just talk about it right here. I was kind of debating on doing it this year, but having like 4 people, maybe 3 people, and partitioning games out. And then like, if we want to watch it, like, cause instead of both of us just watching every single game, like not being forced to watch every game. But if
you don't want to watch every Cardinals game, never.
I'm probably still going to watch almost all of them either way, but I don't want to like give up my entire day for a day and a half to do it, So like, I think that doing it that way would make more sense. And I think that, we generally were coming to the same conclusion either way. So on a lot of things. So I think that would make sense. We could talk about if we want to do that, or add somebody, not all that later. Sure. But I just thought I would mention that, like, if you wanted to continue to do that this upcoming season.
Yeah, I'd like to, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of fun last year. So, but yeah, go sub to Steve on Fanspeak Network. I put the link in the description below. I put the Substack down there below. If you are a member of the Substack, you get access to this 2026 Best Ball Draft Guide. It is $35 a year to enter that. And like, we'll just type in, I don't know, Downs. We'll type in Josh Downs. Or I guess we'll go to Jared Goff. Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll go to him. So this is I don't know why I did that, but so it goes back 3 years. I think does it go back all the way for every player?
Yeah, I think it's just
the past 3.
4. Yeah, I think it's definitely 3. Can't remember if it's 4, but yeah, I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, so you get red zone touches, opportunity share, target share, EPA, breakaway runs. Like, you get all these numbers. You get their advance rate in each season. You get, or I guess that was just last year's advance rate.
Just last year, and then Gibbs versus guys. So it also talks about like if you stack them as part of a stack.
Yeah. So, and it shows the spike week chart, and then like you can go down to Pacheco. His doesn't look as good. Shockingly. Shockingly, it doesn't look as good. Right. But they have this basically for anybody that you will be drafting this offseason. I think it even has rookies in there, but it just says like
Yep.
rookie, right? It just has like a profile thing on it. It doesn't have charts.
Yeah. Obviously, there's no Spike Week data for that, but we do have some rookie pros and cons and breakdowns.
Yeah. So if you guys want access to that, you go over there to Fanspeak, go to the Substack, and do that. But I want to thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick on. I'm going to go over to Drafters and do a mini. So.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun. I will catch you next time, and good luck with your next draft.
All right. Peace. All right. We are jumping in a Drafters mini right now. We are going to do a Drafters giveaway as well. So we will do a giveaway. Gotta see where this is. So we are 1 hour 52 minutes. So out 1 hour 53 minutes. Drafters. All right. So let me set this up a little better. So to enter the giveaway, you do use hashtag who. You have to have let me go do something real quick. I need to fix something real quick, and then I will. Oh, there it is. All right, so I set it to subscriber only mode. So the rule is you type in the hashtag. It's set to subscribers only to be able to enter. Whenever it is done, you whenever I roll, you have to type in the chat your username, and then we will send you a ticket later. It might take a day or two, but you will get a $3 mini ticket sent to you. And I need to set this up real quick. Let me set the music in the background first. We have Steve gone. So let's since I'm struggling, we'll play the music. We'll cue it. All right, so where am I? So we are going to roll for the ticket at the end of round 15. So at the end of round 15, we're going to roll for the ticket. So if you aren't subbed, what you need to do, you need a Drafters account. If you don't have a Drafters account, you can use promo code WHO, capital H with 2 little O's, to get a 100% deposit match for up to $100. Then you can enter, you can win. Whenever, if you get drawn, you say something in the chat, I'll get you a ticket sent. Very simple. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do Chase Brown again. I like the Chase Brown bet this year quite a bit. Obviously, not as fun as this year. Shit. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I've not had I've had a live team late, but not into week 17. Makes sense how many points you can make up by week 9. I guess, right, you basically need to average like 160-ish points a week. You can survive like 1 or 2 100-point weeks, but you have to make it up by having multiple like 180-point weeks. On Underdog, I feel like you have more of a chance to sneak into the playoffs. Yeah, like you have to hit an awesome team over here. You need, and the Trey Tucker 40-point or 38-point game or whatever mattered way more over here because week 3 matters just as much as week 17. So there are a lot of differences that do matter. for the way it works over here. So, but yeah, we have 12 entries right now for the ticket giveaway. On Drafters, I had a top 10 team that did make up a lot of ground, but it was a Bauer start team. Like, you can make up ground. You kind of need to be in the not dead range. You need to be within like 100-ish point, like 100, 150 points, like by week 10, something like that. Because you need to make up that many points, you know, throughout the last 7 weeks. I was top 15 in the main last year after week 3, ended up finishing around 200. Yeah. Lutz finished 9th last year. Charles Nelson finished 3rd. He's a member of the community as well. I mean, I would like Brees here. He's an upside pick. Let's say hi to everybody here. We got Hockey Hooligan. We'll go Lad. So we got 0 at the 8. I believe URU is here. We got the 7. We got No Cap at the 6. We got Stepfather FF Sus at the 3. We got Hooligan at the 2. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hashtag who. I just took JT in round 2 on my 300th place main. Oh, yeah, I had a team that finished 2 years ago. I had a team finish 150th, and I took Anthony Richardson in the 7th, and I took Justin Jefferson with Jamar Chase still on the board in his big year. So in his Triple Crown year, if I would have taken anybody but Anthony Richardson, like any quarterback other than him, basically, and I would have if I would have just taken Chase instead of it would have got me another 100 points. I think I would have been top 10 that year in the main, but it's all good. Like, I was making a stand that year on Jefferson over Chase, and it didn't pay off. It didn't pay off. So we'll see if 0 takes Jacobs or not. He does not. We'll go ahead and take Josh Jacobs here. So we got Amon-Ra. We have Chase Brown. We have Vlad McConkey. We got Josh Jacobs. So we got, like I said, end of round 14. Use hashtag who in the chat to enter for the $3 ticket. Hashtag who. The weekly payout is a game changer. Yeah, no, it really is. It makes it so much more fun. How we doing, Anthony? Welcome. Probably shouldn't have taken Kyron. I wondered if you were gonna take Jacobs to go to a solo Jefferson or not. It was like 50-50, I feel like, which route you went there. So, and by the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the sub. We go live every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. We go live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Central, aka God's time. Central time is God's time for those of you who aren't believers. And we have a good time here. We generally just draft. The last couple days, we've done something a little different. I'm planning on doing a members only stream here the beginning of next week. I don't know what I'm cooking up yet, but I'm sure it'll be fun. So just stick around. At 1,000 subs, I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream. At 741 subs, we're going to go ahead and rehash where the name Who Hames came from and why I use it. I'm pretty into both of those players. I don't get enough JMO. I would prefer it to not be on an Amon-Ra team, honestly. I think it's a lot of capital to pay off. So I'm glad they went JMO there. I feel pretty good that they went JMO there, honestly. I don't trust Jefferson that much as an anchor. Got it. I mean, you've already made the bet, right? You've already made the bet. Like, but I totally get it. I totally get it. Up to 14 entries. 14 entries. But, yeah, so tomorrow, like I alluded to, we're going to have Updog on, and we're going to be doing, we'll be doing a BBM. I don't do very many BBMs on stream, but we're going to do a BBM because we got the free one because him and I split the 7th inning stretch promo. So my theme for this team is, what if the offense we think might suck for fantasy are all actually good? I mean, what? Just those two? Just H&N Love? A lot of people like Seattle. A lot of people are in on Houston as well. What if? But those two do feel ugly. They do feel gross. All right, so yeah, we'll take a Drake May share there. I need to get some more Romeo Dobbs. I've talked myself into it. Looking at those ranks, like, I know I need more. I liked him a lot when he went to New England. Even knowing that AJ was probably going to be there, I thought he was a good pick at 110. So I don't know why I just stopped doing it, but I did. And I do regret it a little bit. So we'll go ahead and take Drake May. If the Romeo Dobbs thesis is right, May's probably throwing 30-plus touchdowns. He's probably running for another couple, like 4 or 5. So he should be quarterback 2 again, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there. And if that is the case, this is an awesome price for him. This aggressive QJ rise is crazy. It is. Like, he is rising so fast everywhere. It is wild. Like, absolutely wild to me how fast he's rising. I was reviewing sprint shares and realized I took 0 LA Ram RBs in 60 draft. I swore I took no Mark Andrews, but I had 9 shares. I thought my memory sucks. I need to pick Ram Hill to die on. QJ stonk. Pepper Tony. All you need to do is talk about QJ. Pepper Tony comes out of the blue. Pepper Tony, absolute legend. I had an awesome time yesterday doing the quarterback tiers. What did his chat think? Those of you who listen to the quarterback tiers, what did you think of it? Nobody left a comment like I asked, so go ahead and leave a comment here. We'll talk about it now. Do we want to do a rehash of that with tight ends or not? Let me know. So, man, this feels gross. We're just going to take Jaden Reed, have a little bit of a bet on the Packers offense. I think that's what we're going to do. Kind of have a double anchor thing going on here at running back. It gives me another quarterback out as well. Herbert went before me, so I don't get the Herbert lad thing. So what are we blaming Flock for? For sure, Pepperoni is really cool and awesome and insightful. We got one comment. So, are we any more takers? Oh, the QJ rise. That makes sense. Oh, I know Dyson Blunt is like crazy about it too. Like, Flock was all in on, like, QJ's a guy I defended all year last year. And I was like, I think he's a fine price, but I didn't end up overweight. I was like, he is a fine price, but I didn't even mention Patrick Solly and D-Boy. I believe D-Boy's watching. My bad if I missed you guys. I mean, Cortland Sutton at a good price. Or do I want Dowdle here? I'm going to go Dowdle. I think Dowdle is a better pick overall. I also think it makes more sense for this team. QJ is being drafted like a free agent. Like free agent wide receivers all signed, and Keenan Allen is doing play-by-play with Tom Brady. There's no defense now, sadly. Yeah, I mean, last year QJ was going, like, I can get behind QJ in round 9, even at the beginning of round 8, but he's going at the 7-8 turn all the time, and it just, or the 6-7 turn all the time now, and it's like, it's wild to me. Like, it's just wild. I just hope Trey Harris is the player you need, honestly. I hope it's Trey Harris. That's kind of where I've been making my bet, like on Ladd and Trey Harris on that offense and Hampton. QJ Rise is like someone called him Julio Jones. Yeah. I mean, he called Omari and Hampton Terrell Davis, and Davis hasn't gotten, steam. The market's going to get excited about the players they want to get excited about, and the market continually wants to get excited about the same players. QJ being one of them. QJ is a player that they always want to get excited about. I don't think I care what do I think he's a bad pick where he's going? I think before Harrison and Tyson, he would be a bad pick. I think once you get into the next range it's like a pick I don't like, but I understand it kind of pick. So where'd Laporta go? Laporta went over there. Yeah, let's take Worthy and see if we can push Goff around the corner. If we can't do that, maybe we can get Jordan Love. And if that doesn't work, we'll just take somebody naked. I know we were just talking about wanting to get Romeo Doubs, but we already bungled the plan up. We bungled the plan, guys. The plan is no longer standing. I'll take Addison in the range because I believe in him as a football player. I don't know if QJ is actually good at football or just catching balls for somebody who is. I mean, it's not like Hampton can get steamed up that much. He's already at what a majority of his outcome results would be even with steam. I don't know. I think Hampton's price is being held down because of the Keaton Mitchell steam that I don't think is warranted. Like, I don't think the Keaton Mitchell stuff makes any sense. All right, Romeo Doubs, come on down. So the team right now, we got a 1-3-6-0. We got Drake May, Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Rico Dowdle, Amon-Ra, Ladd, Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy, Romeo Doubs, Doesn't feel bad. We're very strong at receiver. We're stopping at 6 or 7 receivers on this team. I feel like this is good enough. Like mostly one more to help the bye weeks of 7 and 11. That'll give us 5 wide receivers every single week and a really good top end there. So that is the plan there. We're probably not going to be able to stack our next quarterback. So we're probably just going to take somebody at random. Maybe this is a Malik Willis team. I kind of like these tight ends in this range as well. So I'm fine with any of that. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get one of them. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't subbed, go ahead and sub. We are almost to round 14. Round 14, we're going to do a giveaway for a Drafters $3 ticket. You need to have a Drafters account. You need to be subbed to the channel to type into the chat. And you need to type #who into the chat. And then when your name is drawn, you have to respond on the chat within a round. Like, you got until the next round to say something, or we redraw. All right, so I might just take Tyrone Tracy here, honestly. No. We're going to take Mark Andrews. We're going to go ahead and take tight end 1. We're probably going with 4. How's it going? How's it going, Steve? How's it going? Yeah, so I don't know how the stream is going, like how the draft's going, but we're kind of cooking. We just need to not get completely boxed out at quarterback here. Like Herbert went way before ADP. Somebody did the QJ Herbert thing over here like a crazy person. Like, I don't know if you're listening, Nels. I actually done this the other day, by the way. I know I'm talking about it, but like I did it on DraftKings. I did it at the 6-7 turn on a Rashee Rice team for the Week 17 correlation. Like, I had a lot of reasons to do it, but I did do it. Like, I did do it. It didn't feel good, I'll tell you that. It feels weird not having rookie quarterbacks to fight about this year. It blows my mind how Mendoza is not only going after Bryce Knight. Well, it's because we know for a fact he's not going to play at the beginning of the season. That's why. Like, we know that. That is like an absolute fact. Yeah, let's take Chris Rodriguez here. I want pieces to the Jags offense when I can get them. In the next round, we will probably take one of these quarterbacks. Even if we have to pull Rodgers up, we need to make sure to get a second. I'm probably going to lean into the Drake May. I was hoping to have a second one that's stronger than this, but it didn't happen. How are we doing, Chad? For those of you who aren't subbed to Chad, go give him a sub as well. On the video topic, I have so much Baker, Gainwell, Godwin, Otten, Drafters teams. I think Baker, Gainwell, Godwin is really fun. I mean, you might as well tack Otten on. Chad in the house. That's right. Just reach out whenever you need to, Chad. Next week, I have no plans right now. So reach out, figure out what you need to do. My channel, your channel, just let me know. Currently, I have 0 guests scheduled. I was planning on going through that tomorrow. So just let me know. Bryce having a week 5 bye makes it more egregious. What do you mean? Why does that matter? Like, why does Bryce Young's bye week matter for Mendoza's price? I do not follow. I don't follow at all. Like that to me, I fully don't get it. Like, so like just tell me what you're thinking. It's essentially a four. How? Like, how is that a penalty? Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't matter what week Mendoza starts. Like, it doesn't matter what week Mendoza starts. Number one, Mendoza's bye week is week 13. But, like, however many games he starts, it's X minus that. And they both have bye weeks. So it's the same thing. Like, it makes zero sense to think about Bryce Young's bye week. Yeah, it makes zero sense. Yeah, I can normally follow along with Sladen, and he makes some good point. This one, I fully don't understand. Otton also fits my optimal tight end build of elite-ish, and then boring vet upside. Got it. So I definitely would like Sadiq Hawkinson here. One or the other would be really nice. So we do get Sadiq. That feels pretty good. Need an upside pick. Might end up with 4 tight ends on this build. Like I said, I'm probably going 7 receivers. Might need a finish. Like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I probably need a 3rd quarterback, but I might honestly just call it. I might just call it. He's saying Bryce plus Mendoza equals a 0. I mean, if he's saying that, like, if you draft them both. Okay, it feels weird not having rookie quarterbacks fight about this year. Blows my mind how Mendoza is not only going after Bryce dime, and then he says Bryce having a week 5 bye makes it even more egregious. Like, if we're talking about eliminator, I understand, but that was never specified. So let me know. And by the way, that was round 14. Time for the giveaway. We missed it, so we're gonna wait around. We're gonna do it at 15. My bad. Sladen had me confused. Sladen got me on the ropes. I had no idea what I was doing. Nobody shouted it out in the chat, but at 175, after I make my pick, I will be doing the giveaway. Hashtag who to enter. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. So, I don't love the Algier price, but I think it fits this team pretty well. Like I would take him or Rico or a Sean Tucker. Yeah, let's take Sean Tucker. All right, so here we go. Look at that. The guy who just popped in and stole the prize. Popped in, stole the prize. Got to say something in the chat. I'm going to guess you're still here. Before my pick at 186, say something in the chat and then go to the Discord and message me your username. I believe it's Dowens or something. Collusion. Dowens snipe is crazy. Good game. That's wild. Yeah, it is wild. It is wild. For sure wild. Not going to argue. Not going to argue that. I don't know. Do you guys want to do another draft? Let me know. Do we want another draft or not? If we do another draft, we can go back over to Underdog. We can go over to DraftKings. I've been doing some DraftKings $1 King of the Desert drafts. I wouldn't mind doing that. I would not mind going and doing one of those at all. All right, so we're going to take Pat Freiermuth as tight end 3. Honestly, I came in and didn't know the prize. Which username? Drafters. It's a $3 mini ticket for Drafters is what it is. I gave away, like, on a random day, I'm going to give away a Drafters mini ticket. I think I'm going to go to DraftKings, honestly, and do a King of the Desert draft, which I'll have to enter on my phone. And I'll have to take a minute to step away because I will have to pee. Oh, all right. Draw again. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. C. Crowder. Congratulations. Say something in the chat. Well, the super chat has spoken. The super chat has spoken.
If she got that end zone, I'm diving in deep smoothly.
So, honestly, yeah. Well, if you want, you can always use promo code WHO to sign up on Drafters. They'll match $100, 100% of, like, you put in 100, they'll give you 200. And I'm completely honest with it. What that does is when you play a contest, I get $40. So you sign up, you get 100, I get $40, and then you can win prizes. You can go to, like, if you watch Chess Liam, he does the giveaways. Bayou Bengal does giveaways. I do giveaways. Like, you'll be able to do all of them. Just use promo code WHO, sign up, and you'll be prepped. Did I win? Are you here? C. Crowder, are you here? C. Crowder, you have to say something by pick 210. If you aren't subbed, you won't be able to say anything. You have to sub to the channel. I turned subs on after you entered. So if you weren't subbed, that's a thing. I did say that to start. So, and you do have to be here to win. So C. Crowder, you have till the, I will let my pick time out. I mean, we have to wait. I don't think I've seen him talk since he subbed. Or since the very beginning, since I turned subs on. Yeah, exactly. Like, you could just sub, get your free ticket. You could probably unsub after that if you feel really bad about it, but I would recommend to not do that. Like, just stick around and get more. Well, alrighty. We will draw again. Dara had Dable Mendoza, similar talents. Kubiak had May had goddamn Jared Mayo. Kubiak is trying to save his job like Mayo. Yeah, no. Alrighty. Pepper Tony. Pepper Tony. Are you rigged? Are you still giving your entry to Quill? Let me know. Rigged. Collusion to the max. Pepper Tony just hacked everybody to make sure that he wins this. I'm Crowder. Hello, sir. I'm Crowder. Iken has the ticket. What? No, he was literally C. Crowder up here in the chat like a long time ago. Right here. It was literally C. Crowder. You ain't gonna fool me, sir. You ain't fooling me. This is the kind of team I think makes a lot of sense for Stowers. No, I'm Crowder. The ticket is mine. Will the real Crowder please stand up? All right, we took Eli Stowers here. Yeah, let DJ Quill have it. I mean, I didn't disqualify any. I need to start. I need to start making it to where you can't win within 2 weeks of when you won. I just haven't put that in. We'll probably start that next week. Yeah, this is for the mini ticket. And it would be separate between the ticket. Like, it would be separate. Like, I don't think winning the mini ticket should disqualify you from the main, but I do think winning a main ticket should disqualify you from the little ticket, right? Well, I don't think anybody would have a big problem with that. Does anybody have a big problem with that? I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense, at least to me. We'll take a Keenan Allen chair, my first one. All right, we got a 2, 6, 8. No objections from that. I won't have a problem with it as long as I can use all my burners. I tried to stream. Did you? How'd it go? Oh, that sucks. Talk about that. Like, you can message me off stream. We can talk about it. I'm not going to go over it here. Well, we got a 2-6-8-4 here. We got Drake May, Aaron Rodgers. Running backs, Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Rico Dowdle, Chris Rodriguez, Sean Tucker, Emmett Johnson. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Vlad McConkey, DJ Moore, Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy, Romeo Dobbs, Jeremy Bernard, Keenan Allen. Took an extra receiver, although we really didn't want to. We went ahead and did that. We got Andrews, Kenyon Sadiq, Pat Fryermuth, and Stowers. Not bad. Not bad. I kind of got boxed out at quarterback. I'm not going to lie. I pushed it a little too far. But I also didn't I didn't have stacks set up for the people who were available. I didn't want to take. I thought Goff or Love might come back, especially since nobody on this side of the board had any reason to take Jared Goff. So I pushed that, hoping to get one of them back. I failed. Then I had to pull Aaron Rodgers up. But I think it ended up being an okay team. We got no cap here. Member reviews now. Someone take May from me. Really kill how I feel about this team. If you're in a room with me, just assume that Drake May's going unstacked. I don't care if I have AJ Brown. I think May's just an awesome value. We got 3-6-8-3. We got Bo Nix. We got Tyler Shuck. We got Mendoza. Running back, H.N. Jeremiah Love. Oh, you don't have May? AJ, I see. David Montgomery, Jonah Coleman, Ray Day, Singleton. That feels solid enough. Wide receivers, JSN, Jalen Waddles, Jordan Tyson, DK Metcalf, Jalen Coker, Jalen Naylor, Troy Franklin, Ted Hurst. I like it. It feels like you're definitely strong enough there. And then Laporta, Chig. This honestly feels very, very good at every position. It doesn't feel elite at any, but it feels like it could get there with everyone. Pleasure drafting with you. Nice. We'll be doing a DK $1 draft here very shortly. If you want to jump in, I believe Zero. Yeah, Zero is a member, I believe. Yep. So we got a 4-5-8-3 here. We got Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, Michael Penix. I thought about taking Shadur or Watson at the end of the draft. I just didn't. Running back, we got Hampton, Kyron Williams, Quinshon Judkins. That feels really good. Chuba, Katron Allen, Jefferson, Burden, Alec Pierce, No Fear, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Higgins, Juwan Jennings, Pat Bryant, and Jahan Dotson. I think the Dotson pick is underrated right now. Tyler Warren, Juwan Johnson, Terrence Ferguson feels really good. Yeah, I like that team as well. So I'm going to have to enter this on my phone, by the way. These do take a little bit to fill. So I'm not going to do the countdown. But I am going to enter, for whatever reason, it's been really silly on these. We're going to do a $1 King of the Desert qualifier over here on DraftKings. I am in the lobby. We are waiting. How many do we need? Oh, we instant queued. All right. Well, I apologize to the DraftKings crowd, but we did instant queue into that. I am going to go pee real quick. We will turn this song on, turn the music up for a second.
Come out and draft. Down in the pit, who's rages through the game? Drafting with infernal flames, shattering the frame. Bestball Degens unite, we're tearing down the chains. From underdog to DraftKings, screaming out the names. Stacking Arby's primal, old school blood and veins. Avoiding hero illusions, crushing all the fakes. Live streams erupting chaos, weekly previews in the blaze. Matchup breakdowns, vicious, no burning in the flames. Home Hames, Hames, echoing through the screams. Bestball dynasty, degen, igniting hellish dreams. Back checks in the fury, gut feels, twisting schemes. Stone Age madness in the draft, prehistoric screams. Yabba dabba doo. We're grinding through the torment, high volume, no management. Lock it down in cement.
All right, I am back. Share stream. I gave 0 C+ on that one. All right, let's look at the board here. We got the 109. I don't think anybody else is in here. Let's see what DraftKings is up to today. Let's see if it is wild or not. Let's see if BBO works correctly or not. It's been not working. I don't know why. So we'll just use the other one. We'll use the free one for now. So, all right, we're back. Oh, let's get this sized up correctly. That's not right. Man, DraftKings just looks awful, don't it? It just looks awful. You max this one. Have some entries in the other $1 contest. I can't find the other $1 contest. I haven't maxed this one. I just started doing them last night. This is my 5th one. I do have my own custom ranks. If you are a YouTube member, you can go to the Discord, and I have them in its own channel. And if you link your Discord to YouTube, you'll be able to see it. So the ranks you see here are going to be my own. And if you like them, you have access to them. All you need to do is become a YouTube member. That's it. That's all it takes. So, and if you guys haven't liked the video yet or subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do either one of them. And yeah, I think I'll make like a little sheet for rules for the giveaway. I think if you win the main, you can't win the little one. Makes sense. And Peppertony won the one last week or whatever. So, or he won one of them. I can't remember which. I'll have to start actually tracking it. All right, let's go to that. All right, so we got Genty. I don't love the Barkley matchups, but in the postseason, but he's got a really good schedule for the regular season. He could just be the guy you kind of need to get there. So this contest is a little different as well. We got it's a 1 of 12, but it's only a 54-seat final. And it scales pretty terribly, right? Like, I mean, it is a $1 tournament. You get second, you get $1,000. You get to the finals, you get 50. You 2.5 times your money. But I believe that's like I think it's like $20,000 or something. Like, it's something crazy. I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's like a $20,000 ticket or something. I don't know. Let's look it up. King of the Desert. DraftKings. $3 million. All right, so I really don't know what the king of the whatever is, but I'm going for it. The other one is the Bestball. I'm not doing a good job streaming, guys. That's my bad. I think that was 2 weeks ago already. The other one is NFL Bestball 500K pot mega qualifier. Got it. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. I tried to do one to let you guys in. I do apologize that it didn't work that way. Every once 1 in 12, I end up getting the last spot, right? So, all right, we got yes, you did. I do apologize, Crowder, but like the rules are the rules. You have to be here. You have to say something in the chat. It's all good. I do feel bad, but I thought maybe you weren't subbed, and that's why, because I didn't make it subscribers only until after you'd entered. Luckily, it was only a $3 ticket, not the main ticket, right? It could have been worse. Could have been a main ticket. All right. I don't really want to have to take a running back here. So hopefully Zay is here. Yeah, we re-rolled it. We actually re-rolled it twice. The second person jumped in the stream, seeing there was a giveaway, and they didn't have an account, so we had to re-roll it twice. So don't worry, it was an entire saga. It wasn't just a thing; it was a saga. I was gonna say, I thought I've seen you in here quite a bit, so I figured you were subbed or subscribed, right? I should probably start making my chat subscriber only anyway. That way I can, like, I know that the people do that whenever, like, I've not had to deal with bots yet. I'm going to guess when NFL season comes around this year, I'm going to have to. Hopefully we can get to 700 or 1,000 subscribers. If we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be doing that 24-hour live stream, and hopefully that's a good time. All right, so I don't take a lot of Garrett Wilson. I will go ahead and do it here. I do want some more. As you've seen, my Scatabo, I do have him way up here, but no, it's all good. It's all good, man. Like the show, like it didn't hurt the show at all. It actually gave free content. So thank you. And you're not upset about it. So I think everybody wins, right? Well, 12 people still lost, but but you know. Crowder, you're fired. You're fired. So, yeah. Bukowski knows it. Just roll it back. I was just furious, man. I was just yelling and screaming. And I just ruined my day, man. Just completely ruined it. I was completely lost. I had no idea what to do. The rest of us are used to losing, so it's all good. Yeah, Pepper Tony won again and gave his ticket away to Quill. So, which Quill didn't respond in the chat, so maybe we re-roll again. I don't know. We'll get Quill out of her hole for a second. But what do you guys think of the
Let's draft.
Sorry, I got a message I needed to reply to. So, right? No, I'm just giving her hell about it. But what do you guys think of the Panther? I know that some of you don't love AI art, Pepper Tony. But what do you guys think of that? I don't know. He doesn't usually on DraftKings. We're hoping. I don't know. H Hard N15 feels like a Lamar guy. He's got Higgins. He's drafting something that makes sense. Probably understands best ball a little bit. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's going to take Lamar. Lamar's just a good pick. He did time out, but he took Bashaw Tootin. This guy's got neighbors, solo wide receiver neighbors.
Let's draft.
I'm pretty fine with Lamar. I'm also pretty fine with, yeah, Lamar made it. Hell yeah. Look at that. We got the Lamar back. That feels pretty good. But yeah, let me know. What did you guys think of the Panther that I made? Do you guys like this? Do you not like it? I think it's pretty sweet. And to be honest with you, it's like, it's pretty cool. Some of the other ones I've made are a little cooler than that. But that's the one I'm working on currently. That's going to become that's what I'm going to use for whenever I go into the regular season. Instead of using the team like for the Carolina Panthers, I'm just going to use that instead of like a helmet because I think it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna get like an embossed like Carolina Panthers thing like for each team to like put on there, and that's what I'm gonna use for my graphics. So Hulu, how we doing, Hulk? How we doing? All right, we got I mean, Cardinal Tate would be absolute fire here. You don't like rookies. Yeah, you don't like rookies. Give me Cardinal Tate. Yeah, rookies suck. Just, you don't need him. He sucks. Who are we opening our third eye on recently? I finally moved Loveland down to the back end of the fourth round because I'm noticing he's going to the fifth over and over again. There's some players that I want some exposure to that I've been waiting for their ADP to fall that haven't. Like Garrett Wilson, who I'm just going to kind of take some now. What's up, Al Boogie? How we doing? Welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome to the stream. We got but yeah, I'm gonna. That's what I've been working on. Are those images for the different teams? It's pretty fun. I'm definitely looking forward to getting them all finished. So. But yeah, we got a pretty sick team here for the audio listeners. We got Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Lamar Jackson, and Carnell Tate. So we don't really need to worry about Week 17 game stacking and a 54-person final, right? So I'm not that worried that I don't have a Higgins, or I'm not going to even think about tacking on Yoshi Voss or Gesicki. Like, no, we're just going to send it with this. It feels pretty good. Like, I still think that, team stacking is still good, right? Like that's never going to change. It just makes the bet you're placing easier overall. So the QJ rise is continued, guys. QJ at pick 58. Michael Wilson, pick 63. Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, Javonte Williams, Mike Evans. Things started looking a little weird there. QJ, Michael Wilson, yikes. Just in-laws here. Oh, yeah, no. I don't even... I don't even... It took me a second to remember their names. That's how far down the list they are for me. So, looks like we're going to get Tucker Kraft again, who I think is an absolute smash. I guess he's probably top of ADP. He is not. I don't ever take DK Metcalf. If he was there, I would have taken him here. But luckily, that guy saved me. Patrick Mahomes to stack up with QJ. Taj Brooks, 0 RB draft. Darling. I'm willing to take, I have taken P. Ryan. I am very open to hearing positive news on Brooks and taking him. I did take some Taj Brooks in pre-draft just in case. Hot take. Stacking is overrated. That is a hot take, sir. That is a very hot take. So, dude, I like this quite a bit. Like, we feel strong at every position right now. I think that's where I got my shares. I can't remember. Maybe it's just been on DraftKings. I've been doing it a little bit, or the 20 rounds. Yeah, it must be on DraftKings that I've been doing it a little. I did it, and there was a pre-draft team where I took him. So I've been noticing I have Harvey over Dowdle. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. Let's take Lemon. I think it's a good upside swing here. We can get some veterans later. I think Flowers, Zay, and then those two is a pretty good upside case. Little RB for a small upside. Maybe that, hard to click Gesicki when Fant matches projection. I've taken more Eric All than I have Gesicki. More like Pooh Ryan, am I right? Hey, Young Moolah. By the way, if you guys aren't subbed to Young Moolah, go give him a follow as well. So, I'm going to be on Fanspeak next week at late night Monday. So late night Monday, I will be on Fanspeak with Bruni. So all the upside. We just need 10 more rookies. We got 10 more. What do we got? Do we got 10 more rounds? Yeah, we got more than that. That was just round 8. We got 12 more rookies. 12 more rookies to take, guys. 12 more. I know that's what you guys want to see. You guys want to see all the rookies. If you guys yeah, that's what we're doing. 12 rookies. And by the way, if you guys are subbed over there, or if you're over there on what in the world is going on here? If you're over on X, if you could do me a big favor, go to your chat, click on the link I just put in the video or in the chat. Come over to the YouTube side and sub. Let's try to get me to 1,000 subs so you guys can watch me do the 24-hour live stream. That does have an expiration date. It has to be before kickoff of the NFL season. So we are putting a timestamp on that before the NFL season. All right, so Christian Watson went on the inside of me, I think, right? Oh, he went here. So I can push Love there, maybe. Who knows what? At least this guy's stacking, right? Like, he is stacking. I would love to get Jaden Reed back here. Give me Jaden Reed back. Heavy pause. Just got here from X. Seems cool. Think I'll sub. Nice. Man, it feels bad to pass on Jonathan Brooks, don't it? We're going to take Jaden Reed there. I know I have Jordan Love down the board a little bit, but honestly, if Love comes back around, we have a double stack there. Kraft plus Jaden Reed feel pretty good with him. We also get Lamar Jackson plus Love. Definitely feels like it's good enough. Look at that. We got a gifted membership. Who won the gifted membership? We got Omi, Josh, also out here lurking, also a streamer. Welcome to the crew.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
Whenever I did my DraftKings ranks earlier, I did move Trevor Etienne up to 268 or something. So there is that. I did move him up. He did get moved up. Like, to the range that I will see him when I scroll down. Like, so I actually spent a while looking at those later guys. Man, let's just do it. I feel bad to pass up Dart there. Like, I know I don't have anything from that game, but Dart just feels way stronger of a pick than Love. What's up, C-Money? How we doing? And by the way, to Omi, Josh, you have access now to the emojis, which nobody has used today. You also get access to my ranks if you want my ranks in my Discord. So, congratulations to the gifted member. I'm Dart over Love, barely. I think I could have been convinced to put Love in the insane value tier. I do like the Love price. And I do have the double stack. I do like the Love price. I really like the Jackson Dart price. I could probably be persuaded. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I don't have any plans. We're having a good little stream. We're getting a little bit of support. I could do another $1 DK King of the Desert. Yeah, and look at that. All of these quarterbacks went. So I'm going to get a skill position back that probably shouldn't be. No, skill positions are gone. But I can double stack them. What about running backs? I'm gonna take Andrews for the double, and I'm gonna hope that one of these RBs come back around. Yeah, we got 45, like 44 I see, but 45, yeah. Frisky? What do we mean, Kelly? See you make the case for being stacking overrated. Like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, I don't think it's always 100% poodle and 30-ish. I might have to jump in DK for the insanity surrounding the QBs. How ridiculously they're chasing. Yeah, like, I think I'm kind of wanting to do. I'll go to underdog and do a draft. Maybe. I just don't want to. I honestly don't want to do my poodles on stream, to be honest with you. Yeah, like, I don't think it's overrated. I don't think it's everything, though, right? Like, there is a point where a falling value is better than the stack. I think Dart versus Jordan Love with like, if it was a single stack, I would have taken Love. With a double stack, I'm going to take Dart. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, because I had the double stack built out, I think Jordan Love was definitely the play. I think if it was a single stack there, I probably pulled the trigger on Dart myself. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking another King of the Desert. Like, it's not like I moved Jordan Love up above his ADP by a lot or anything, right? Like, that's when it's over. That's when it's not worth it. I just passed on a falling value to get the value I was hoping to get initially, right? Like, I was already happy with doing this. Passing on Dart just made me question how happy, like, would I be happier with this other option? Kind of like being offered two really good deals. You have to take one. You were kind of expecting one to be there, but the other one just looks a little better, right? So I get it. I might have been, but I'm perfectly fine with, like, this is a Lamar team, remember? Right? Like, the one thing I want to make sure is that like, Dart also has a higher injury risk than Jordan Love. So, yeah, it's all good. But, I mean, we also need to keep people watching to stay on stream as well. But that is just player take. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, that's exactly what I said. With a single stack, I take Dart probably, because I do think that Dart's quite ahead of him. Are we at 153 with Rodriguez and Diggs available? Okay. What is going on here? Ryan Flournoy, 148. We've seen what? Charbonnet at 130. Not like incredibly crazy things. They're just people that these guys don't like. And to be honest with you, Malik Willis here might just be a jam, right? If I didn't get C-Rod, Rodriguez, like, Malik was a jam. How much of a fall do you think is actually meaningful? 6 picks? Well, his ADP is 101. It was a 12 pick fall, basically. It was a full round fall. All right, so we're on the clock again. Then we'll go back to it. We're just gonna go ahead and pull Schultz up here, get the bring back. Although it's not like everything there. Agree with your thought. Love because of double stack. You're already set up. Yeah. That I think that's the right way to approach it here. I think if it was a single stack, I probably would have like clicked the dart thing, and I also like the back stack of like I could have went into likely. I need a tight end, right? I could have like taken Tyrone Tracy. I needed a running back. I like Malachi Fields. I like Darnell Mooney as a pick. So like I don't mind taking the naked dart because I think it's a very like currently like Neighbors is unclickable to me, right? So I really don't mind taking the naked dart. Like that's kind of how I prefer it. Like it's either you have Scatabo or you don't, right? So he's always going unstacked. But I also didn't have any. If I would have had a Cowboy, I would have taken dart there either way, I think. So the team right now, we got Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Cardinal Tate, Tucker Kraft, Mekhi Lemon, Jaden Reed, Jordan Love, Mark Andrews, Jordan Mason, Chris Rodriguez, Dalton Schultz. I mean, Pacheco's still here at 177. Like, if he makes it, we take him. All right, he doesn't make it. All right, we do need wide receiver. We also kind of need running back. I got a bunch of ugly names with no upside here at running back other than these top two. Mason Rodriguez. I can't really take Tank on a Saquon team. I think this has to be. I mean, it could. We might just take Geno Smith if he falls back around. We'll take Brian Robinson here. We'll take B-Rob. And then we'll be. We still need one more running back. I would take Geno if he makes it back around because we have that stack. We also have the week 17 bring back in Jordan Mason, although the bring backs don't matter as much here. So he does go. I'm going to go ahead and just take Calvin Ridley as my sixth receiver, my fourth veteran. We got Zay, we got Garrett, then we got Reed and Ridley. Like, help bring us along to Tate and Lemon a little bit. But yeah, we keep losing people like viewers right now, so we're probably gonna move on, not do another one. We'll see how it works. But yeah, we need more. We need more 20 people at least to like stick around. No offense to everybody, but I also do want to get back to making those images at some point tonight. So we got a pretty fun thing going here. It is a pretty fun team because we got this massive fall on Jaden Reed, right? So we got the craft, we got the Jaden Reed thing. We did pull up Dalton Schultz here, but I'm like, the other reason to take Jordan Love there is because, like, how many Tucker Craft, Jaden Reed teams have Mekhi Lemon on it, right? That's going to be incredibly rare because Lemon goes between Craft and Reed. So getting the gigantic fall kind of fortifies, like, building that double stack out. Can I convince you to do a $3 or $5 desert? Like I said, I kind of need, like, everybody left. Everybody's left. I can look at the contest and see what we do, but I don't know. I feel good. I'll probably just stay and do another one. I'm not going to ask for likes or anything. Yeah, the $1 almost max is the thing, and I've only got 5. This is only my 5th or 6th entry in it. So I personally need to do those. We could do a mini. Yeah, we can go back over to Drafters and do a mini. So I don't know why on this team, but I feel like, I mean, Katron or Emmett is kind of the pick here. We're just going to go Katron. He is our upside running back there. We're very good at... So this is what I spent time on. I went down and, like, picked out all these names that I think are semi-draftable, like Keon Coleman, Skylar Bell, Caleb Douglas, Jade Walker, Jack Best, Bryce Lance, Io Manor, Heidenreich, Brendan Thompson, NWH, like all the way down here to Xavier Thomas. Like I went that deep to have you like $1 players that I feel like are on the verge of being draftable, right? So I wish DK would give more info on these qualifiers. King of the Desert would be cool. Live final, but not sure about the other one. You have to like search it off of screen, basically, to be able to do it. Is how it works. Hey, Steven. I don't think he typed something at the beginning of the stream, but he's still here. Maybe I just glossed over it. Maybe that's my fault. Let's do Ted Hurst. Well, we don't do the Ted Hurst thing a lot. We need more rookies, right? Grab a couple of the veterans at the end. If you guys want to do a $3 mini, jump in the $3 mini right now. It's plus 10. It just launched. We're gonna do the $3 mini for those of you who are here. So we're in the mini. It'll probably take a little bit to fill. So just yell at me when it fills, because I'm going to be on this other screen. So if you want to, basically, it needs to fill by the time this draft is over is what it needs to do. It needs to fill by the time this draft is over. And we got 9 more to go. We need 9 more. I've got 2 more picks. We need to fill this lobby. A couple of you said you guys wanted to do minis, so we could do that as well. All right. I don't think it's going to fill, by the way. So I need wide receiver here. I still think that the double Denver thing is like a good strategy. I also think adding Savion Williams to this team seems like a lot of fun. I don't know about you. I probably won't do it because I did it earlier. Like I did it once on stream this week. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to fill it, and everyone's leaving. So, all right, we're taking Tyquan Thornton. So anybody who wants drafters, $3 mini, if you want to jump in, jump in. True fans are still here. Absolutely. Then this feels like a team to like take Vele on. I think Vele is going to have some sort of role early in the season. I've already got the... I don't know. I could just do the triple stack for Baltimore. Let's see. Zay... Oh, Garrett Wilson also has bye week 13. So let's not do that. Let's avoid bye week 13 there. So Devon Vele it is. Fanatics of Bestball ITC. All right, so the team is Lamar Jackson, Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Cardell Tate, Tucker Kraft, Mekhi Lemon, Jaden Reed, Jordan Love. Then we got Mark Andrews. I hate how they have these set up. Mark Andrews, Jordan Mason, Chris Rodriguez, Dalton Schultz, Brian Robinson, Calvin Ridley, Katron Allen, Ted Hurst, Tyquan Thornton, Devon Vele. Feels decent. Not elite, but feels good. It feels solid. I just don't like those two names together. I don't like the Mason Rodriguez names together, but they were both at a big value, like Mason at 136, C-Rod at 153. Like, that's major value based on where they might be going later. Kind of like might have punted at wide receiver overall, but we took the 2 rookie darts. If they hit, it's really good. We're waiting on 7 over here. Let's go to Underdog and look at what we got over there. Like, because the Underdog stuff does fill faster. Are we still just in on the Poodle? You know what? I'm backing out of the drafters. I'm backing out of the drafters, guys. But I am going to do a Poodle for everybody. You guys were asking about a poodle. A couple of you. We're going to jump in the poodle. And we're going to jump in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens arrest. We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
You all know my strategy. I hope nobody intentionally snipes my strategy from me. We got the 107. Who all's at the back end who's going to ruin my day? We got Divine Glory at the 11. We got the 7. That's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. Good luck, Divine Glory. Let's wreck these fools. Let's wreck these fools. We got it. All right, so we got... I need to get my graphics set up for Underdog, right? I need to get those graphics set up. I like the way that this lobby feels, because like Divine Glory, I know knows what he's doing, but like we got 1, 2, 3 no badgers on this side. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no badgers on the other side. I know boy shooters sharp, but like you can't take all the value, right? If this side isn't smart, like we're good. Hopefully we can get the Bowers pick here. So you guys wanted it. We went ahead and did it. So I seen you in Greg Branos' stream earlier, by the way. So we're I mean, so I know that like Leg Up went live a little bit ago too, so I probably lost people to that. Like I do want some more Jonathan Taylor. So, you know what? Let's just take a share of CMC here. We're just gonna take a share of CMC. I need to just force myself to take some CMC here and there. We're gonna do it here. This is gonna be one of the things. Yeah, he really does. All right, so but yeah, we got FanSpeak going live here in a little while. For sure we'll be there. So but let's see what Divine Glory does over here. Probably he gets Cook over Genty. You're Cook over Genty? Huh. I don't. That's what ADP was very, very early. So maybe it was right back then. Maybe not. Exposure balance, got it. We're gonna have a championship here. I'm just gonna have 14% Genty. And it's mostly gonna be at the expense of CMC, I think. And a little bit at Jonathan Taylor. So let's see if this guy goes Bowers or not. Let's see if we can accomplish the strategy or not. If not, like, I don't mind Hampton, so I haven't been taking much Hampton lately either. All right, so we do get the Bowers. So we have CMC Bowers here. 5 spot needs the FBI to check their search history. What, Burkoff? You're not wrong. It wouldn't have felt bad if you'd had Genty there, would it? If it was Genty AJ Brown, would that feel bad? I mean, I think it would, because I think AJ Brown is being overdrafted at this point, especially on Underdog, where he gets Patrick Surtain week 17. Like, I don't want to, like, I know people say I might be overstating it. I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so bad. So, CMC plus Bowers feels pretty strong. To be honest, like, it feels pretty good. I don't take a lot of Devonta Smith. I'm glad he went. I would love to get Zay here, honestly. I know I have Brees rated higher, but I think Zay feels better here. I'm kind of like getting my guys on this team with the CMC team, right? Like, we're doing the thing with Bowers, and then I'm going to kind of get my guys because I have CMC. I don't take a lot of CMC, so let's lean it. I probably think it's just fancy play syndrome. Yeah, like, it could be, but it is a 310-seat final with, like, getting through the 2 of 12 is going to be the hardest part here, right? Like, not saying it, because week 15 is the same advance rate as this week, or as the whole contest, right? And then this week is slightly easier. And then the finals is easily the hardest part. So, right, like, because it's all like 16%, 16%, and then 20%. And then you gotta like finish top 20 basically in a 310 person final. Because the money scales down pretty fast. Because top 20 is 1,500. Like, I think you kind of get like top 15 there. Yeah, let's take Josh Jacobs here. So for the audio listeners, we got CMC, Bowers, Zay, and Josh Jacobs. Devin got me. I was going to risk it with Neighbors for wide receiver 1. Oh. I think so. I do think that Neighbors on Underdog is a better pick than he is on Drafters. I also I think he's a better pick on DraftKings than he is on Underdog. So I think on Drafters, for me, I wouldn't take Neighbors on Drafters until the middle of round 5. Like, Neighbors versus Rome is kind of like where I'm looking at it. You know, like, give me Christian Watson all 17 weeks over Neighbors. Right? Like, if we know for a fact Neighbors is hurt to go into the season and we're going to miss, like, I assume he's starting on PUP. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming he starts on PUP list. And if he starts on PUP list, he's a pretty bad pick on Drafters in the 3rd round. And in the 4th round, it's like probably still pretty bad. And in the 5th, like when it's like JMO and those guys, like maybe. But losing those extra weeks do matter a lot. I mean, don't tempt me to take Colston Loveland here. So that's the order Swift goes. Burkhoff here takes. Of course, the guy named Burkhoff takes Baseball Tootin. Of course, they take Tootin. Yeah, we'll take Lamar Zay there. I mean, this is exactly what you want when you see all these no badges. You want them to just do things that give unique values, like the Loveland thing. If I didn't have Bowers, I might have taken Loveland. I would have taken Loveland there over Zay, or over Lamar. Just because I'm a Loveland bull. Like, I'm not saying that it's definitely right, but I do have a lot of my Zay team stacked up with Lamar right now. So adding a team or two, like adding an extra team without Lamar with Zay would make some sense. I think I'm at like 75% of my Zay teams have Lamar on it or something, and I do think that number is too big. All right, so I mean, yeah, we're going to take Tyson if he's here. All right, so we get Jordan Tyson as wide receiver 2. CMC plus Jacobs kind of feels pretty strong. We got the double elite. We're going to probably hammer wide receiver in this range. For the, I mean, we started the stream talking about it, about how you have to give up a lot to take these receivers. I think with this build, though, like a lot of them, I think I need it because I'm not going to be looking at the tight end most likely. I have my elite quarterback. I also don't have anything to stack right now. So we're definitely going to do that. So what does Divine Glory have going on over here? James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Javonte, Egbuka, DJ Moore, Daniels. So Josh Allenless double stack there with Jaden Daniels. I kind of like it. Like, you go ahead and do the big Buffalo thing, get their big players, but then say Jaden Daniels is quarterback 1, right? It definitely a world where that could happen. I mean, looking at my ranks here, it doesn't love what we have going on. I was just saying I needed to take a DK Metcalf share last time, and he went. We will do it. We will take the second player. Like, I don't like to take more than 2. But here we go. We're taking the DK Metcalf share. We're eating our vegetables. We don't like it. I don't like the DK Metcalf price. But I also don't love the Quentin Johnston price. I don't love the Jaden, like, I like the Jaden Reed price. I need to move him down below Godwin. My ranks moved him down below Godwin purely because I have almost 20% Godwin and I need to stop clicking them. So hopefully we can get Pittman back at his ADP. That would be pretty fun. Tucker Kraft fell back. That's fun. All right, so I would love to get Dowdle back around here. What's the guy with Mike Evans doing? Where is Mike Evans? He's over here. His name is Dr. Goose, Pepper Tony's burner. Just drafting straight off of ADP, it looks like. Like, literally looks like he's auto-drafting off of ADP. You know, I'm just going to secure the Purdy stack here. I don't have a lot of the Purdy plus CMC stuff, so we're going to go ahead and secure it. With a room like this, with all these non-badgers, I want to make sure I secure my quarterback. Many are saying he's the actual wide receiver one. QJ stocks are undeniable. Get on board. I want to believe it. So Trey Harris was a player that McDaniels talked about how he liked him. And then when he's seen him live, he's like, he's better than I think. Or better than I thought he would be. Now that he's seen him in person. So like he liked the tape, but hadn't watched him in person. And now that he's seen him in person, he's like all in. So that's kind of where I'm at. Do I really want to do the double stack? I think I want Brooks over the double stack here. You're probably not wrong, considering the Mr. Steal Your Girl stuff, right? I don't know if people remember that story, but it is a thing. All right. Which one of these guys do I want? I think I want Brooks. He was the one I personally have ranked the highest. And I think I'm just going to like kind of eat wide receiver. Get Kittle if I can. He also said QJ reminded him of Andre Johnson, so it's true. You're basically more the Lad price is off, I assume, which could be true, but Lad is just, I don't know. Lad looks different out there. Quentin Johnston looks fine. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player. He definitely, and his drop narrative is a lot like, it's not as bad. He's had his drops in prime time. That's why everybody knows about him. It's a lot more that he actually doesn't drop as bad as people think. I'm risking it. Pray for me. What are we risking? Oh, we'll take the Kittle Bowers double with CMC Brock Purdy here. This feels pretty fun. Lad is eat your vegetables, me, because a lot of analysis are very high on them. Or, yeah. I'm curious, what's your exposure on QJ? Because you've been pretty in on him. I looked at my pre-draft stuff. I'm like 5%. I'm 4.5 to 5% QJ, like all the way through. But I'm high on. I'm actually like 10%ish on Lad. But Trey Harris, I believe I was higher on. Like, it feels weird because I'm overweight on Herbert, but I kind of like overdraft Herbert to make sure I stack him with everybody. Instead of picking a guy But I also just stack Herbert with Hampton. Like, I have zero problem. Like, I think the last game that Hampton played with Herbert, let me player profiler again. I believe he had 8 receptions in the last game they played. Yeah, so the last game against Houston, 8 targets, 8 receptions, 60 yards against the Houston defense. Like, that is something in his bag that nobody's talking about. Like, that is real. Yeah, we'll take Diggs again. My completed volume is very low, but okay, got it. Oh, are you in a bunch of slows or something? Pre-draft 30%, 20. Superflex 55, completed 35%. I didn't look at my Superflex stuff. Let's look. But I literally think that, like, look at this. 6 targets, 5 receptions, 6 receptions. That's Omari and Hamp. That's a running back. Nobody's talking about how much upside he has in the McDaniel offense with that size out of the backfield. I was 22% on him last year. He's like 3 to 5x. Got it. All right, so is this just a Travis Hunter pick? Yeah, I think this is just a Travis Hunter pick. I don't love or hate the Travis Hunter pick. I just make it here and there. Like, as Pepperoni said, I think it's just an eat your vegetables pick. I don't know. If somebody on the Jaguars gets hurt, Hunter is for sure going to see a lot of snaps, right? I'm going to guess I have a lot more QJ and Superflex just because I have a bunch of Herbert and I was taking later receivers. I have 6.6%. So 13.8, 9.9, 10%, 2% Keaton. I took Charlie Kohler once. I took a bunch of Njoku and decided that that was not the move. All right, we got all of my favorite players just fallen. All of them. That running back room feels pretty good. Yeah, I was like, hey, he's going to sign somewhere that's going to be awesome. And then he signed with, like, maybe the worst situation he could have landed in. Like, as soon as he landed there, I wasn't like a let's buy him up guy that much. Like, I was like, initially for like the first couple days, I was like, it could be fine. I was like, that's horrible for Gadsden. But I was also like, but they paid Kohler more. And people are just now coming to that realization. Like, the fact that Kohler got so much more is kind of interesting. And the fact that he chose the Chargers with that contract is also telling, right? And I doubt anybody here is new and hasn't subbed. But if you are new and you haven't subbed, go ahead and hit the sub button. We're going to do a 24-hour live stream at 1,000 subs. We're at 706 now. We've kind of stalled out this week. I honestly think doing these, like, I like doing these talks and stuff, but I have a lot more success on my stream whenever it's just draft. To be honest. So, what pick are we at? Yeah, we'll take Pacheco. We'll take Pacheco at 162. Feels good. Feels like it feels fitting on a CMC Jonathan Brooks team to take Isaiah Pacheco, doesn't it? Feels like the right place for it. Lamar, Purdy. This might be a 9 receiver team. I don't know. Might just be 2-6-7 or 2-6-8-2. I think it'll probably be 2-6-8-2. Most likely. But yeah, we got let's while we have it up, let's just kind of look at our super flex exposure, see how we feel about them. The Jeremy Bernard stuff doesn't feel as good now, but Pollard, Scatabo, Katron Allen, Genty, that all feels awesome. Trey Tucker feels fine. Aaron Rodgers feels pretty good. Chig feels fine. Taylor, Gainwell, Hampton feels fine. Feels good. That feels awesome because that was a lower price. Woody Marks feels fine. Mooney feels pretty awesome. Mendoza feels good. Like all of this feels pretty fine right now. Even the Carson Beck 14% feels pretty good. I don't really regret any of those high exposure guys. So that is a win. All right, so let's take Alvin Kamara here to pair up with Jordan Tyson as a little team stack there. And he also fits the old element of this team. So while we're here, we'll go back. Travis might be not great. Emmett, we'll see. Rico, don't know. Fields looks good. Pittman looks good. Trey Harris looks good. Bryant looks good. George Holani. I took George Holani in every single draft near the very end. Whenever they were talking about like he's going to be the third down back because he's going to be lower owned in that contest. So I went in and I just took him in almost every draft for my last 15 drafts. So I'd taken a couple shares before that. I might end up regretting it, but it's a round 20 low owned dart that a player that I kind of like. I ended up well overweight Kyler Murray and Jaden Daniels as well. Calvin Ridley looks good here. Yeah, we'll take Calvin Ridley. Peppertoni was saying it the other day, like Calvin Ridley just feels strong. It just feels like a strong pick. If you go to projections, I know people don't love projections, but he's projected for like 800 yards, right? That offense is projected by the Mike Clay projection. Like I say, it's a talking point. It's not like don't go out there and like do everything based on the Mike Clay projections, but it is an insight into how much volume the offense as a whole might have, right? And they have Cardinal Tate at 1,000, Wandale at 800, and Calvin Ridley at 700, right? If he has 704 touchdowns, even if he's less than that, and it's like 603, that feels really good down here this late, right? So he doesn't need to get to that point to really pay off. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But all right, so which running back do I want here? Emmett Johnson did go. I like Braylon Allen's the one I need to. I have such a. Why do I have him ranked ahead of ADP? That's a mistake. I have to go change that. I have to go change that. We're gonna take the flyer on Mike Washington here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna take Damon Claiborne. Is what we're gonna do. And we need one receiver, and then we're done. We'll review my team. We'll review Divine Glory's team, and then we're going to head out for sure. I thank the 8 of you who stayed the whole time. Like, it does mean a lot. I'm just glad. Like, a year ago, I would have been excited to have 8 people in my chat at all. So I'm glad that a lot of you guys stick around, listen. Thank you, everybody, for the support. We had a bit of support today. We had Mike Rob, Brett, Megatron, and Bukowski all donate today. Thanks to all of you guys. Means a lot. But we're going to take Krusty Kirk probably here. I don't love the Krusty Kirk thing, but hey, welcome back, Steven. We got a 2-6-8-2 here. We got Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, running backs, CMC, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Brooks, Isaiah Pacheco, Alvin Kamara, and Damon Claiborne. Wide receivers, Zay Flowers, Jordan Tyson, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Travis Hunter, Jalen McMillan, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Bowers Kittle. Looks solid. Did you? I have the stack. I have Purdy, so that's why I decided to do it. I wouldn't like. It's whatever. If you took him, I wasn't going to be upset. We got a 2592 here by Divine Glory. Oh yeah, we're still drafting. It's going to keep doing that. We got Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud, running backs, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Javonte Williams, Brian Robinson, and Dylan Sampson. Wide receivers, Egbuka, DJ Moore, Godwin, Myers, Pittman. That feels really strong just with those 5 for starting like you did and having Jaden on the team. Then you got Jalen Naylor, Debo, Jalen Noel, Pat Bryant, Tucker Kraft, Goddard. I think this is a very, very strong team, man. I like it. It would look a lot better with Genty over James Cook, but you can't win them all. Can't win them all. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. I'll be on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, aka God's time. I'll be here with Updog. We will be showing you all his new tool. It's pretty sweet. I think you guys will like it a lot. See you then. Peace.